This audiobook is designed to change the way you approach your life, your goals, and your mindset. Every chapter will give you clear, practical steps you can use right now to push yourself forward, stay focused, and never give up. You will learn how to build habits that bring real results, how to face challenges without hesitation, and how to keep going even when things get tough. You will discover how to train your mind to stay positive under pressure, how to take action consistently, and how to recover quickly when things don't go as planned. You will see how to turn everyday decisions into progress and how to make confidence, courage, and persistence part of your daily life. This is more than motivation. It is a guide to developing discipline, resilience, and unstoppable determination. It shows you how to set clear goals, take risks with purpose, and keep moving forward no matter what obstacles appear. Each chapter gives advice you can apply immediately to improve your life and build the future you want. By the end, you will feel ready to take control, inspired to act, and equipped to win in ways you may never have thought possible. Every idea in this audiobook is meant to help you grow, push past limits, and stay committed to your success. If you want to see real change, listen closely and follow each step. Chapter 1. Ignite your passion and commit to unstoppable personal growth. Passion is the engine that drives every success story. Without it, ambition feels hollow, goals feel distant, and every obstacle becomes heavier than it is. Igniting your passion is not about waiting for a spark to strike randomly. It is about choosing, deciding, and committing to a life where growth and achievement are non-negotiable. This is the moment when a person steps out of mediocrity and enters a space where possibilities feel limitless. It is a decision to refuse complacency, to reject excuses, and to embrace the idea that personal growth is a lifelong pursuit, not an occasional choice. True passion comes when your desire to become your best self outweighs any comfort, fear, or hesitation that tries to hold you back. The first step in igniting passion is clarity. Without knowing what you truly care about, what drives you to wake up every morning, and what would make your life feel meaningful, passion cannot exist in its purest form. This requires reflection, honesty, and sometimes discomfort. Many people spend their lives following external expectations, trying to fit into molds designed by others, and ignoring the voice inside that whispers, pushes, and urges them toward greatness. Passion is born when that inner voice is finally heard and acted upon. To find it, examine the moments in your life when time disappears, when challenges feel exciting instead of draining, and when the effort feels worth every drop of energy invested. These moments are your compass pointing toward your true passion. Once clarity is established, the next step is commitment. Passion alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by a relentless dedication to growth. Commitment means waking up every day with intention, making choices that serve your long-term vision, and refusing to allow temporary discomfort, doubt, or failure to derail progress. Personal growth is not a straight line, and no one achieves greatness without struggle, but a committed mindset ensures that obstacles are seen as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. It is the decision to grow even when progress feels invisible, to push forward when motivation dips, and to hold yourself accountable to the person you aspire to become. Developing unstoppable personal growth starts with daily actions. Habits are the building blocks of transformation. Every successful individual understands that small, consistent actions compound over time into extraordinary results. To ignite your passion and commit to growth, identify the habits that align with your goals. These may include waking up early to focus on your priorities, dedicating time to learning new skills, exercising to strengthen your body and mind, journaling to clarify thoughts, or meditating to develop focus and emotional resilience. Whatever the habits, consistency is key. Growth is not a result of rare moments of brilliance. It is the outcome of disciplined, repeated effort over months and years. The human mind often resists change. It seeks comfort, craves predictability, and avoids effort that feels uncomfortable. This is why most people fail to ignite their passion fully. They settle for what is easy rather than what is transformative. To overcome this, practice self-discipline and mental toughness. This begins with small victories. Start by doing what is necessary even when it feels difficult. Choose to act even when fear or doubt arises. Every time you step into discomfort willingly, you strengthen your mental resilience and reinforce the belief that you can achieve what you once thought impossible. Passion grows when it is fueled by action, not just desire. Another crucial aspect of unstoppable growth is surrounding yourself with the right influences. The people, environments, and content you consume profoundly impact your mindset. If you consistently interact with negativity, doubt, or mediocrity, it becomes difficult to maintain enthusiasm and purpose. Seek out mentors, peers, and resources that elevate your thinking, challenge your limits, and inspire you to pursue excellence. Conversations with driven individuals, reading biographies of high achievers, listening to powerful audiobooks, and engaging in communities committed to growth all accelerate your progress. Passion thrives in environments that cultivate energy, focus, and a relentless drive toward improvement. Purpose and passion are intertwined. Purpose is the reason you do what you do, and passion is the intensity with which you pursue it. To ignite passion fully, connect your actions to a purpose that matters deeply to you. Ask yourself why you want to achieve your goals. Is it to provide security for your family, to leave a legacy, to challenge yourself, or to inspire others? When your actions are guided by a compelling purpose, effort becomes easier, setbacks feel temporary, and growth feels inevitable. Purpose turns ordinary effort into extraordinary commitment because it transforms work into a mission and obstacles into meaningful tests of endurance. Visualization is another powerful tool to ignite passion. The mind cannot distinguish clearly between what is vividly imagined and what is experienced. By visualizing your desired life, your goals, and your victories in detail, you create a mental blueprint for success. This process trains your brain to recognize opportunities, take bold actions, and persist when challenges arise. Visualization is not passive dreaming, it is active mental rehearsal. Imagine the feeling of achieving your goals, the energy coursing through your body, the sense of pride and fulfillment. These mental experiences stimulate your subconscious mind to act in alignment with your ambitions. Passion is amplified by learning. Growth requires knowledge, skill, and understanding. Every day presents an opportunity to learn something that propels you forward. Commit to continuous learning in your chosen field and in areas that strengthen your character. Read, listen, watch, and observe. Apply what you learn immediately. Growth accelerates when knowledge is combined with action, because insight without implementation is wasted potential. The more you invest in yourself, the more confident and capable you become, which in turn strengthens passion and commitment. Challenges are inevitable on the journey to personal growth. They are not obstacles to avoid, they are opportunities to develop strength, resilience, and character. When faced with difficulty, approach it with curiosity instead of fear. Ask yourself what lesson it carries, how it can refine your skills, and how it can push you beyond your comfort zone. Every challenge overcome adds fuel to your passion because it reinforces the belief that you can handle more than you previously thought possible. This is how unstoppable growth is built, one challenge at a time, each conquered with persistence and determination. Self-reflection is essential to maintaining momentum. Regularly assess your actions, progress, and mindset. Ask yourself which habits are serving your growth and which are holding you back. Consider whether your energy is aligned with your purpose and whether your daily decisions are moving you closer to your goals. Reflection allows you to make adjustments, refine strategies, and reaffirm your commitment. Without it, effort can become directionless and passion can fade. Reflection strengthens clarity and keeps your growth trajectory aligned with your highest aspirations. Passion is also nurtured through gratitude. Recognizing what you have accomplished and what you have at your disposal creates a positive mindset that fuels motivation. Gratitude does not replace ambition. It enhances it by providing a stable foundation of appreciation and mental strength. Acknowledging past achievements, the support of mentors, and the opportunities before you reinforces the belief that success is attainable. Gratitude keeps your focus on growth rather than scarcity, which is essential for sustaining energy and drive over the long term. Action is the ultimate test of passion. Thinking, planning, and visualizing are important, but they are meaningless without execution. Commit to taking bold steps toward your goals daily. Action requires courage because it often involves risk, uncertainty, and discomfort. Each action, no matter how small, compounds over time into momentum. Momentum is what separates those who dream from those who win. Take decisive steps even when results are not immediate. Progress is built incrementally, and consistency is the bridge between desire and achievement. Accountability accelerates growth. Share your goals and intentions with people who will support and challenge you. When someone else is aware of your commitments, you are more likely to follow through. Accountability partners, mentors, or coaches can provide guidance, feedback, and perspective that ensure you stay on track. When combined with self-discipline, accountability creates a powerful framework for unstoppable personal growth because it balances internal drive with external reinforcement. Energy management is a critical but often overlooked element of igniting passion. Physical, mental, and emotional energy must be nurtured and maintained. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, adequate rest, and mindfulness practices strengthen focus, endurance, and resilience. Passion can falter when energy is depleted, so treating your body and mind as high-performance tools ensures sustained intensity and clarity. The more energy you cultivate, the more consistently you can pursue growth with enthusiasm and determination. Fear is a natural barrier to growth, but it can be harnessed rather than avoided. Every time fear appears, it signals an opportunity for courage and progress. Lean into discomfort intentionally. Ask yourself what action your fear is trying to prevent and why it matters to your growth. Facing fear repeatedly builds confidence, reinforces resilience, and expands your capacity for achievement. Passion thrives when it is tested by fear because each victory over doubt strengthens belief in your potential. Momentum is created by consistent effort. Growth is not sudden, it is gradual. However, each day of focused action builds on the last. Celebrate small victories because they are markers of progress and evidence of capability. These wins create emotional fuel, inspiring further effort and reinforcing your commitment. Momentum turns effort into habit, habit into skill, and skill into mastery. Once momentum is established, passion flows naturally because progress itself becomes exhilarating. Finally, patience and persistence are essential. Personal growth is not a race, it is a lifelong journey. Results may not appear immediately, but every day of disciplined effort, reflection, learning, and action compounds into remarkable transformation. Trust in the process, embrace setbacks as lessons, and stay committed even when progress seems slow. Unstoppable personal growth is achieved not by occasional brilliance but by unwavering, steady dedication over time. Passion is sustained when paired with persistence because it transforms temporary motivation into lifelong commitment. Igniting your passion and committing to unstoppable personal growth is a choice that requires clarity, action, and unwavering determination. It begins with understanding what drives you, making a firm decision to grow, and taking daily steps that align with your purpose. It demands consistency, courage, discipline, and the willingness to face challenges head-on. It is fueled by learning, reflection, accountability, energy management, and action. Each moment spent pursuing growth strengthens your confidence, reinforces your belief in your potential, and expands the limits of what you can achieve. The journey is demanding, but the reward is extraordinary. A life of passion, growth, and unstoppable achievement is not reserved for the lucky few. It is available to anyone who decides to take ownership of their development, act relentlessly, and refuse to settle. Every step, no matter how small, compounds into a powerful momentum that transforms dreams into reality. The person who commits fully to this path discovers resilience they never knew existed, strength beyond physical limits, and clarity in purpose that guides every action. Passion ignites the soul, growth transforms it. Together they create unstoppable momentum that propels individuals beyond limits, fear, and mediocrity. The choice to ignite your passion and commit to personal growth is yours alone, and it is the single most powerful decision you can make. Once this choice is made, everything changes. Motivation, discipline, focus, and resilience become natural companions on the journey. Life becomes a deliberate pursuit of excellence. Every challenge becomes an opportunity, and every day becomes a step toward the extraordinary. The commitment to growth is eternal. There is no finish line, only continuous evolution. Each day offers a new chance to learn, act, improve, and push boundaries. By igniting your passion today and committing fully to personal development, you set the stage for a life marked by achievement, fulfillment, and unstoppable momentum. There is no waiting for perfect circumstances, no need for external approval, and no excuse powerful enough to justify inaction. The only requirement is the decision to act, the courage to persist, and the discipline to grow relentlessly. This is the foundation of every victory. Passion is the spark, action is the fuel, and growth is the path. When these elements align, the outcome is inevitable. Personal transformation, achievement, and fulfillment become natural byproducts of a life committed to excellence. Every day spent nurturing passion, taking consistent action, embracing challenges, learning continuously, and reflecting deeply moves you closer to the person you are capable of becoming. Your life will never be the same once you ignite your passion. Growth becomes inevitable, confidence unshakable, and purpose undeniable. Commit to the journey, embrace the discomfort, and take consistent action every day. This is the beginning of a life where you win consistently, not by chance but by choice. Each step forward reinforces your belief in yourself and your ability to achieve greatness. The person who decides to ignite their passion today starts a journey that leads to unstoppable momentum, unwavering resilience, and a life defined by meaningful success. Chapter 2: Build daily habits that drive success and resilience forward. Success is not an accident. It is the result of consistent actions taken over time. Habits are the invisible architecture of achievement. They define the trajectory of your life more than talent, luck, or circumstance. Daily habits are the small, repeated choices that either move you toward your goals or keep you trapped in mediocrity. Every decision, no matter how minor, compounds into results. The people who achieve remarkable success are not extraordinary because of innate genius. They are extraordinary because they have built their lives around habits that support growth, resilience, and progress. To build effective habits, start by examining your current routines. Identify which behaviors contribute to your goals and which ones waste time, energy, or focus. Awareness is the first step in transformation. Without understanding where your energy is going, it is impossible to redirect it effectively. Take a clear, honest inventory of your day. Note the times when you feel most productive, alert, and focused. Notice moments when you procrastinate, get distracted, or feel drained. This awareness will highlight patterns that need adjustment and will reveal opportunities for intentional habit building. The key to building habits is simplicity. Focus on one action at a time until it becomes automatic. Complexity leads to overwhelm, which often results in inaction. Choose a habit that is small enough to be manageable but significant enough to make a difference. For example, if improving physical health is a goal, commit to 10 minutes of exercise daily rather than aiming for a full hour immediately. If your objective is mental growth, dedicate a short block of time to reading or journaling consistently. Small wins create momentum. Each day that a habit is performed reinforces your identity as someone who follows through. Consistency is more important than intensity in the early stages. It is far better to practice a habit daily for a few minutes than to do an exhaustive effort sporadically. Consistency builds trust with yourself. Every day you follow through strengthens your belief that you are capable of discipline, resilience, and growth. When habits are ingrained, they operate below conscious effort, allowing you to conserve willpower for new challenges. Your environment plays a critical role in supporting this process. Design your surroundings to make desired habits easier and unwanted behaviors more difficult. This could mean keeping healthy foods visible, removing distractions, or creating a dedicated space for focused work. Habits must be tied to purpose. Doing something simply because it is good is not enough to sustain action over the long term. Identify why the habit matters to your bigger goals. For instance, waking up early is not just about rising at dawn, it is about gaining uninterrupted time for focus, planning, and growth. Exercising is not just about movement, it is about building energy, confidence, and resilience to tackle life's challenges. Linking habits to meaningful outcomes transforms them from chores into tools for achievement. Motivation grows when actions are connected to purpose, making it easier to stay consistent even when initial excitement fades. Resilience is strengthened through habits that challenge both mind and body. Daily routines that push boundaries gradually expand your capacity to handle difficulty. This could involve intentionally facing discomfort, embracing a difficult task without delay, or practicing self-control in situations that provoke immediate gratification. Each instance of choosing persistence over ease strengthens mental toughness. Resilience is not developed in moments of comfort, but through repeated exposure to manageable stressors. Over time, these small daily decisions build a foundation for confidence and adaptability in any situation. Tracking progress is essential. Habits without feedback lose impact because it is difficult to see improvement. Maintain a simple record of your daily actions, noting successes and identifying areas for adjustment. This provides accountability to yourself and reinforces momentum. Observing consistent growth over time reinforces belief in your capabilities and provides tangible evidence that effort produces results. Celebrate milestones without letting celebration replace progress. Recognition of growth fuels motivation, but continued action ensures that habits lead to lasting transformation. Prioritization is a critical skill in habit building. Not all habits carry equal weight. Focus on actions that generate the highest impact toward your personal and professional goals. Some routines provide compounding returns, multiplying benefits in multiple areas of life. For example, dedicating time to learning a critical skill can enhance career opportunities, problem-solving ability, and personal confidence simultaneously. Identify high, leverage habits and give them the attention they deserve. Avoid spreading energy too thin across numerous low-impact activities. Integration is the next step. Connect new habits with existing routines to make them automatic. This is known as habit stacking. For example, if you already brush your teeth daily, attach a short mindfulness or gratitude practice immediately afterward. If you drink coffee each morning, use that time to review priorities for the day. By linking new habits to established behaviors, you reduce friction and increase the likelihood of adherence. This approach allows growth to become seamlessly woven into the fabric of your daily life. Habits are reinforced by identity. The strongest motivator is not rewards or fear of failure, but the belief in the kind of person you are becoming. If your identity is aligned with growth, discipline, and resilience, habits become a natural extension of your character. Think of yourself as someone who follows through, who values consistency, and who relentlessly pursues improvement. Ask yourself daily, who do I need to be to achieve these goals? Aligning actions with identity ensures that habits persist even when motivation is low. Adaptability is essential. Not every habit will work perfectly from the start. Life circumstances change, energy levels fluctuate, and external pressures can interfere. The ability to adjust without abandoning progress is key to resilience. Examine the effectiveness of each habit periodically and be willing to refine or replace it as necessary. Flexibility ensures long-term sustainability while preserving momentum. Growth is continuous, and habits must evolve alongside your goals and circumstances to remain effective. Emotional regulation plays a significant role in habit maintenance. When stress, fatigue, or negative emotions arise, it is easy to abandon routines. Develop strategies to manage emotions proactively. Deep breathing, reflection, meditation, or brief physical activity can reset focus and restore energy. Responding thoughtfully to challenges rather than reacting impulsively strengthens discipline. Over time, your response to discomfort becomes automatic, further embedding habits into your daily life. Accountability amplifies habit formation. Sharing intentions with trusted peers or mentors creates an external layer of responsibility. This adds pressure to follow through and reinforces commitment. Accountability partners can provide perspective, encouragement, and constructive feedback. They help maintain consistency when internal motivation wavers. Pairing accountability with self-reflection ensures that actions remain aligned with goals and that progress is continuously reinforced. Habits should include intentional periods of reflection. Taking time to review accomplishments, failures, and lessons learned enhances insight and growth. Daily or weekly reflection allows you to refine habits, eliminate unproductive behaviors, and strengthen routines that contribute most effectively to success. Reflection transforms action into knowledge and knowledge into sustained improvement. Without reflection, effort risks becoming mechanical and disconnected from purpose. Energy management is critical to sustaining habits. Daily routines that nourish both body and mind increase productivity, focus, and resilience. Exercise, quality sleep, nutrition, hydration, and mental breaks all contribute to habit adherence. A depleted body and mind are less likely to follow through on disciplined actions. Building resilience is as much about maintaining physical and mental energy as it is about cultivating mental toughness. Motivation will fluctuate. Habits are what carry you through periods when enthusiasm is low. Relying solely on inspiration is unreliable. Instead, cultivate routines that continue even when motivation wanes. Discipline, not mood, drives long-term success. The consistency of daily actions outweighs bursts of effort fueled by temporary excitement. This principle separates those who achieve lasting success from those who drift without direction. Success is the sum of small, intentional actions performed daily. It is rarely the result of a single breakthrough or extraordinary event. Each day is an opportunity to reinforce growth, resilience, and focus through deliberate habits. Choose actions that align with your purpose, prioritize high-impact routines, track progress, and adapt intelligently. Over time, these habits compound into remarkable outcomes, creating a life defined by achievement, strength, and consistency. Building daily habits that drive success is also about eliminating distractions. Identify behaviors that consume time without contributing to goals and minimize them. Technology, social obligations, and idle routines can erode focus if left unchecked. Replace low-value activities with intentional habits that serve growth. Creating structure in daily life reduces decision fatigue and increases the ability to act consistently toward meaningful objectives. Finally, patience is essential. Habits do not produce overnight results. The process of building resilience, skill, and achievement takes time. Commit to the long term, trust the compound effect of daily effort, and resist the urge for immediate gratification. The accumulation of small, purposeful actions leads to transformation, strength, and success far beyond initial expectations. Each day that a habit is performed with intention reinforces progress, fuels confidence, and strengthens the mindset required for excellence. Daily habits are the bridge between ambition and achievement. They are the invisible structures that define character, resilience, and long-term success. By designing, committing to, and maintaining powerful routines, individuals can create momentum that carries them through obstacles, uncertainty, and challenge. Habits build skill, discipline, and self-trust. They allow you to approach life with confidence, clarity, and unwavering determination. Every day becomes a deliberate step toward mastery, every action a reinforcement of identity, and every moment a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. The choice to act consistently, to refine daily routines, and to prioritize high-impact habits is a decision that transforms potential into reality. Success and resilience are not abstract concepts, they are the product of deliberate, repeated action over time. By committing to powerful daily habits, life shifts from reactive and unpredictable to intentional and unstoppable. Momentum builds, energy grows, and progress becomes inevitable. Daily habits are not merely routines, they are the foundation of victory in every aspect of life. Chapter 3. Visualize your victories and program your mind to win. The mind is a powerful instrument, capable of shaping reality more than any external circumstance. What you consistently imagine, focus on, and believe has a profound effect on the life you create. Visualization is the act of consciously directing your thoughts toward the outcomes you desire and experiencing them in your mind as if they are already happening. When practiced deliberately, It programs the brain to recognize opportunities, overcome obstacles, and take action that aligns with your vision. Victory begins in the mind long before it manifests in the external world. The first step in visualization is clarity. You must know precisely what you want to achieve. Ambiguous goals produce weak mental images, and weak mental images produce inconsistent results. Define your victory in concrete terms. Picture the details, the sounds, the emotions, and the actions associated with achieving your goal. When you can see it clearly in your mind, your subconscious begins to work toward making it real. Clarity transforms your desires into something tangible, actionable, and achievable. Effective visualization engages the senses fully. It is not enough to simply see a goal. You must feel it, hear it, and even imagine the physical sensations of achievement. If your goal is to deliver an exceptional presentation, visualize the room, the audience's reactions, the sound of your voice, and the confidence in your posture. If your goal is athletic, imagine the rhythm of your movements, the energy in your body, and the satisfaction of accomplishing a personal best. Multi-sensory visualization strengthens the connection between mind and action, making success feel natural and attainable. Consistency is key. The brain thrives on repetition. Visualize your victories daily, ideally in the morning to set the tone for the day, and at night to reinforce belief before sleep. Repetition solidifies mental patterns and trains the subconscious to anticipate and accept success. The more you immerse yourself in the mental experience of winning, the more your thoughts, decisions, and actions align with that outcome. Visualization becomes a rehearsal for reality, preparing your mind to respond with confidence and precision in real situations. Emotion amplifies visualization. Mental images alone are not enough to create lasting impact. You must attach strong, positive emotions to your envisioned success. Feel the pride, excitement, gratitude, and relief of achieving your goals. Emotions act as fuel for the subconscious, signaling that this experience is valuable and worth pursuing. The intensity of feeling transforms visualization from a passive exercise into a powerful tool for rewiring your thinking and behavior. Visualization must be paired with actionable steps. Imagining victory without effort creates illusion, not results. As you visualize, identify the specific actions that bring your vision to life. Mentally rehearse these steps, anticipate potential obstacles, and plan responses. This process conditions your mind to act decisively when opportunities arise. Mental preparation reduces hesitation, strengthens problem-solving, and increases the likelihood of success. Victory is more than imagination. It is deliberate action informed by clear mental rehearsal. Confidence grows naturally through visualization. The mind cannot distinguish fully between what is imagined and what is experienced vividly. Each mental rehearsal builds familiarity, reduces fear of the unknown, and reinforces self-assurance. By repeatedly seeing yourself succeed, performing under pressure, and overcoming challenges, your internal narrative shifts. Doubt diminishes, and certainty strengthens. You begin to approach situations with a mindset primed for achievement because your mind has already experienced winning. Visualization also strengthens focus. By consistently directing mental energy towards specific goals, distractions lose power. Your mind becomes selective, attuned to opportunities and resources that align with your vision. This heightened focus improves decision-making, increases efficiency, and enhances your ability to prioritize what truly matters. Concentration is a skill developed through deliberate practice, and visualization is one of the most effective ways to train it daily. Mental obstacles can be addressed proactively through visualization. Instead of ignoring fears or doubts, include them in your mental rehearsal. Imagine potential setbacks and visualize yourself responding with calm, creativity, and persistence. Anticipating challenges mentally reduces their emotional impact in reality. By rehearsing solutions, your mind becomes resilient, adaptable, and ready to navigate difficulties without panic or hesitation. Visualization transforms obstacles into manageable scenarios rather than insurmountable threats. Belief is the foundation of this process. Visualization is powerful only when you genuinely believe success is possible. Doubt undermines mental rehearsal, creating tension between desire and action. Reinforce belief through affirmations. reflection on past successes, and evidence of your capabilities. Confidence grows as your internal dialogue aligns with the victories you imagine. The stronger your belief, the more effectively visualization programs your mind to take decisive, winning action. The environment in which you practice visualization matters. Choose a quiet, distraction-free space where you can immerse yourself fully in mental rehearsal. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and enter a state of focused calm. Remove external interruptions and dedicate uninterrupted time to engage with your mind intentionally. This commitment signals the brain that your visualization is significant and worthy of energy, reinforcing neural patterns that support success. Action after visualization is non-negotiable. Imagining results is useless without executing in the real world. Visualization primes the mind to act efficiently, but the bridge to reality is deliberate effort. Apply the insights gained from mental rehearsal immediately. Take bold steps, make decisions confidently, and respond to challenges decisively. The synergy of vision and action accelerates results, transforming ideas into tangible accomplishments. Repetition over time builds mastery. Visualization is not a one-time exercise, it is a daily practice that compounds. Each session strengthens neural pathways associated with success, resilience, and strategic thinking. Over weeks and months, the mind internalizes patterns of behavior that produce consistent results. Mastery is not created by talent alone, it is created by deliberate, persistent mental practice combined with decisive action. Visualization fosters creativity and innovation. By imagining possibilities beyond current limitations, the mind explores solutions that might not emerge under stress or uncertainty. Creative problem-solving arises naturally when the mind has rehearsed scenarios freely and confidently. Opportunities that previously seemed invisible become clear. The ability to innovate and adapt stems directly from a mindset trained to envision solutions and outcomes before taking action. Gratitude enhances visualization. As you mentally rehearse victories, include a sense of appreciation for the journey, the resources, and the progress made so far. Gratitude shifts the mind from scarcity to abundance, increasing motivation and reinforcing the belief that success is attainable. This mindset nurtures persistence and sustains energy over long periods, even when challenges arise. Visualization also builds patience. Success rarely occurs instantly, and consistent mental rehearsal reinforces long-term focus. By mentally experiencing victories and the process to achieve them, you develop an understanding that results emerge gradually. Patience strengthens your ability to persevere without frustration, maintaining steady effort toward meaningful goals. Self-talk is a powerful tool to complement visualization. Speak internally as if success is inevitable. Frame challenges as opportunities and setbacks as temporary. Positive self-talk reinforces the scenarios you imagine, creating alignment between thought, emotion, and action. The combination of mental rehearsal and empowering internal dialogue shapes behavior, builds confidence, and increases resilience. Visualization is most effective when integrated with tangible markers of progress. Set measurable milestones and mentally rehearse achieving them. Each small win builds momentum, reinforcing belief in your ability to reach larger objectives. The mind thrives on evidence of success, and tangible markers provide validation that visualization translates into real-world results. Finally, persistence is the cornerstone of programming your mind to win. Daily visualization, paired with decisive action, consistent learning, and strategic reflection, produces exponential growth. Victory is not determined by a single effort, but by repeated, focused mental and physical work. Each day reinforces the mindset of a winner, shaping habits, decisions, and behaviors that guarantee progress over time. Programming your mind to win requires clarity, sensory, rich visualization, emotional engagement, repetition, belief, reflection, and immediate action. It demands a disciplined environment, patience, accountability, and resilience in the face of challenges. By practicing visualization consistently, every goal becomes tangible, every challenge becomes manageable, and every opportunity becomes recognizable. Your mind transforms into a tool for achievement, guiding your actions with precision, confidence, and purpose. The victories you imagine today shape the reality you live tomorrow. Mental rehearsal creates a blueprint, and deliberate action constructs the reality. Every moment spent visualizing, planning, and preparing strengthens your confidence, sharpens your focus, and accelerates progress. Visualization is not a passive exercise, it is the active cultivation of a winning mindset. By engaging fully with your imagination and committing to tangible action, the mind becomes a powerful engine that drives consistent achievement and extraordinary results. The process of visualizing victories and programming your mind to win creates momentum that permeates every area of life. Challenges are faced with clarity, opportunities are seized with confidence, and goals are achieved with consistent effort. Each day of deliberate mental practice brings the imagined closer to reality, transforming potential into performance, thought into action, and vision into victory. Chapter 4: Eliminate fear and replace doubt with unwavering confidence. Fear is a natural response, but it is not a directive. It signals areas where growth is required, but it does not define what is possible. Most people allow fear to dictate their decisions, limiting potential and restricting progress. Confidence is the antidote, but it is not an innate trait. It is developed through intentional thought, action, and perspective. Replacing fear and doubt with unwavering confidence begins with understanding the root of these feelings. Fear emerges when the mind anticipates harm, failure, or rejection, often exaggerating threats beyond reality. Doubt arises when self-belief is weak or when past failures have been internalized as permanent limitations. Both are mental constructs, not truths. Recognizing them as such is the first step toward mastery. Courage is cultivated by taking action despite fear. Confidence does not appear magically when fear disappears. It grows through consistent practice and demonstration of capability. Each time you act in alignment with your goals, even when fear is present, you strengthen trust in your own abilities. Start with small actions in areas where fear feels manageable, then progressively tackle larger challenges. Incremental victories reinforce the belief that obstacles are not insurmountable, and over time, fear loses its power to control decisions. Awareness of thought patterns is essential. Pay attention to the internal dialogue that amplifies fear and doubt. Often, negative self-talk magnifies uncertainty and creates imagined scenarios of failure. Identify these patterns and consciously replace them with statements grounded in capability, preparation, and resilience. Self-talk shapes perception, influences emotion, and guides behavior. By intentionally controlling your inner narrative, you reshape your mental environment to one where confidence, not fear, dominates. Preparation strengthens confidence and diminishes fear. Knowledge, skill, and practice reduce uncertainty, which is the core of most fear. By mastering the areas that matter most to your goals, you build competence that naturally translates into self-assurance. Confidence emerges when you know your abilities are sufficient to navigate challenges effectively. This process requires deliberate learning, consistent rehearsal, and reflective evaluation of performance. Skill and readiness are foundations on which fear cannot easily stand. Facing fear directly is a transformative practice. Avoidance reinforces the idea that fear is valid and unmanageable. Confronting fear repeatedly desensitizes the mind and body, demonstrating that threats are often smaller than imagined. Each encounter becomes evidence of capability and resilience. Approach challenges methodically, breaking them into manageable steps and celebrating progress along the way. Experience is the ultimate teacher, and confronting fear consistently provides lessons that theoretical knowledge alone cannot offer. Visualization can also eliminate fear. Mentally rehearsing scenarios that provoke anxiety allows the mind to experience success before encountering real challenges. Imagine responding with calm, decisiveness, and skill in situations that typically trigger doubt. The brain adapts to these rehearsals, preparing both emotional and cognitive resources to act effectively when the moment arrives. This mental conditioning builds anticipation of success rather than dread, replacing fear with confidence over time. Reframing perspective is a powerful tool. Fear thrives on perceived threats and worst-case scenarios. By examining the reality objectively, questioning assumptions, and considering potential opportunities within challenges, fear loses its grip. Every obstacle contains a lesson or advantage if approached intentionally. Shifting perspective transforms challenges from threats into growth opportunities, cultivating courage and strengthening belief in one's ability to handle difficulties effectively. Accountability reinforces confidence. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge, support, and provide constructive feedback. Sharing goals and intentions creates external commitment that reduces hesitation and strengthens follow-through. Mentors, peers, and coaches offer perspective that can illuminate blind spots, provide encouragement, and celebrate achievements. Confidence grows faster when actions are validated, progress is monitored, and guidance is available to refine strategies. Mindset shapes response. Viewing fear as temporary and manageable, rather than permanent or defining, creates resilience. Recognize that fear is a signal of engagement and growth, not a verdict on ability. Cultivating a mindset that embraces challenge, welcomes feedback, and expects success fosters determination and minimizes hesitation. A resilient mindset transforms doubt into inquiry, setbacks into lessons, and uncertainty into opportunity. Physical presence influences mental state. Posture, tone of voice, and intentional movement send feedback to the brain about confidence. Standing tall, maintaining steady breathing, and moving deliberately can reduce feelings of fear and reinforce self-assurance. The body and mind are interconnected. External signals of strength encourage internal confidence. Habits of controlled, purposeful physicality build a foundation of unwavering mental presence. Preparation for failure strengthens resilience. Confidence does not mean avoiding mistakes. It means understanding that errors are temporary and corrective action is possible. Anticipate challenges, plan contingencies, and rehearse responses. Each time a mistake is confronted and corrected, trust in one's capability deepens. Failure becomes data rather than judgment, and confidence emerges from competence in navigating imperfection. Self-reflection enhances growth. Regularly analyze how fear and doubt manifest in daily life. Identify triggers, habitual reactions, and ineffective coping strategies. Evaluate past experiences to recognize patterns of avoidance or hesitation. Reflection provides insight into the mind's functioning and allows for intentional modification of behavior. By understanding the origin and impact of fear, individuals gain the clarity required to replace it with proactive confidence. Routine builds trust in self. Daily practices of preparation, action, and reflection reinforce belief in abilities. Consistent effort over time demonstrates that capability is not theoretical, it is tangible and proven. Habits of deliberate practice, measured risk-taking, and accountability cultivate a stable foundation of self-reliance. Confidence emerges as an automatic response because it is grounded in repeated evidence of success and perseverance. Positive reinforcement strengthens mental conditioning. Celebrate achievements, no matter the scale. Recognition of progress reinforces belief in personal capability and diminishes the internal power of fear. Acknowledging effort, skill, and results creates a feedback loop that encourages further action, resilience, and risk-taking. Confidence grows as the mind associates deliberate effort with tangible outcomes. Focus enhances courage. Fear often thrives when attention is scattered or when hypothetical outcomes dominate thought. Direct attention to immediate actions, priorities, and the next best step. Concentration reduces anxiety by limiting the mental space available for exaggerated fears or imagined failures. Focused attention enables decisive action, reinforcing confidence and reducing the influence of doubt. Learning from others accelerates mastery of fear. Observe individuals who handle challenges with poise and confidence. Study their strategies, decision-making processes, and habits. Apply relevant techniques in personal contexts. Exposure to successful models expands perspective, reduces uncertainty, and instills belief in the possibility of overcoming obstacles. Confidence grows as individuals internalize proven approaches and adapt them to their circumstances. Decision-making under pressure strengthens resilience. Fear often paralyzes by exaggerating perceived consequences. Commit to decisive action, even when outcomes are uncertain. Each confident choice reinforces the belief that fear is manageable and the ability to navigate challenges is reliable. Decision-making builds momentum, demonstrating that action produces results and reinforces the mental foundation of unwavering confidence. Continuous learning supports self-trust. Knowledge equips the mind to respond intelligently to challenges, reducing uncertainty and hesitation. Pursue expertise in relevant domains, refine skills through practice, and remain curious about improvements. Each increment of competence strengthens belief in capability and diminishes the psychological space occupied by fear and doubt. Confidence is reinforced by demonstrated skill, preparation, and insight. Persistence transforms fear into mastery. Confidence is not the absence of fear, it is the ability to act despite it. Each time action is taken in the presence of anxiety, self-trust increases. Over time, fear loses its dominance, and the mind naturally defaults to courage, competence, and proactive behavior. Persistence compounds, creating momentum that reinforces a mindset where confidence becomes instinctual and unwavering. Mindful awareness enhances emotional regulation. Recognize physiological signals of fear, rapid heartbeat, tension, shallow breathing, and respond intentionally. Techniques such as controlled breathing, visualization of calm, and deliberate focus on objectives reduce the intensity of fear responses. By consciously regulating emotion, the mind maintains clarity and the ability to act decisively, strengthening confidence in both thought and action. Unwavering confidence is cultivated through deliberate effort, repeated practice, and intentional reflection. By understanding fear as a signal rather than a barrier, preparing thoroughly, confronting challenges consistently, and reinforcing belief through action and evidence, individuals can replace doubt with certainty. Confidence is not granted externally, it is built internally, moment by moment, decision by decision, habit by habit. The mind becomes a powerful ally when fear is acknowledged, understood, and transcended. Every instance of deliberate action in the presence of fear rewires the brain, creating patterns that default to courage, focus, and self-assurance. Life becomes a series of opportunities approached with clarity, competence, and certainty rather than hesitation, doubt, or avoidance. Confidence becomes the natural response to challenges, and fear diminishes in influence. With this foundation, goals are pursued relentlessly, obstacles are overcome decisively, and achievement becomes inevitable. Chapter 50. Focus your energy on what truly matters every day. Energy is finite, and how it is directed determines results. Every day, countless tasks, distractions, and obligations compete for attention. The ability to focus on what truly matters is what separates those who achieve remarkable success from those who drift without direction. Productivity is not measured by business but by alignment. When energy is scattered across insignificant actions, progress slows and potential remains untapped. Concentration on meaningful priorities maximizes effort, accelerates results, and fuels a sense of purpose that reinforces motivation. The first step in focusing energy effectively is identifying priorities. Not all tasks carry equal weight in creating impact. Determine what activities, decisions, and efforts directly contribute to your long-term goals and values. Understanding these priorities allows you to allocate time and energy wisely. Tasks that do not move the needle should be minimized, delegated, or eliminated. Focusing on high-impact actions ensures that your energy generates meaningful results and builds momentum toward your vision. Discipline is essential to maintain focus. External demands, distractions, and internal impulses constantly threaten to divert attention. Discipline involves intentionally controlling these influences and consistently directing energy toward what matters most. It requires resisting instant gratification, delaying unnecessary indulgences, and maintaining commitment to daily actions that align with objectives. Over time, disciplined focus becomes a habit that strengthens mental clarity and ensures that effort produces significant outcomes. Clarity of purpose enhances energy management. When goals are well defined, decisions become simpler, and the mind operates with fewer conflicts. Purpose acts as a filter, helping you distinguish between urgent but trivial tasks and actions that contribute to lasting achievement. Energy spent on meaningful work is amplified because each action resonates with your vision. Conversely, ambiguity creates wasted effort and fatigue, as attention is diverted by competing demands without direction. A clear sense of purpose ensures energy is applied efficiently and consistently. Intentional planning is crucial. Structuring your day, week, and month-around priorities prevents energy from being scattered across unimportant activities. Time blocking, setting deadlines, and assigning specific periods for high-value tasks ensures consistent focus. Planning also reduces stress by providing a roadmap, preventing reactive decision-making, and maintaining attention on impactful objectives. Structured energy allocation transforms potential into performance and creates a framework for sustained progress. Boundaries are vital for preserving energy. Saying no to distractions, unnecessary obligations, and low-value interactions protects focus. Boundaries allow the mind to concentrate on actions that matter without interruption. Communicate priorities clearly, minimize exposure to negativity, and create environments that support concentration. By controlling external influences, energy is conserved for essential tasks, reducing burnout and increasing the likelihood of meaningful results. Mindset shapes focus. Viewing time and energy as precious resources encourages intentional action. Every decision becomes an opportunity to invest energy wisely or waste it on trivialities. Awareness of this trade-off cultivates mindfulness, encourages prioritization, and reduces susceptibility to distractions. A disciplined mindset directs attention toward high-value outcomes consistently, reinforcing the habit of focusing on what matters. Eliminating unnecessary distractions is fundamental. Devices, social media, excessive meetings, and irrelevant information consume attention and dilute effort. Identify the most common energy drains and implement strategies to mitigate them. This may involve setting limits, creating focused work periods, or removing sources of interruption entirely. Concentration increases when the environment supports intentional action rather than fragmenting it. Energy is preserved for meaningful work, producing higher quality results in less time. Energy management includes mental and physical care. Mental fatigue reduces clarity, decision-making, and productivity. Physical energy underpins sustained focus and resilience. Adequate sleep, nutrition, exercise, and mental breaks replenish resources and enhance concentration. Prioritizing energy maintenance ensures that focus is not compromised by depletion, allowing sustained performance and consistent progress towards significant goals. Decision-making impacts energy distribution. Each choice about where to invest attention shapes the day's outcomes. Evaluate options based on contribution to priorities and long-term objectives. Avoid reactive decisions driven by urgency rather than importance. Deliberate choices channel energy into meaningful actions, reducing wasted effort and reinforcing focus. Energy directed with intention compounds into significant results over time. Routine strengthens focus. Daily habits that reinforce priorities create consistency and reduce the cognitive load required for decision-making. Morning rituals, structured work sessions, and deliberate review of objectives create predictable environments for concentration. Habitual routines ensure energy is spent on essential tasks rather than navigating chaos or indecision. Momentum grows as habits consistently direct focus toward meaningful actions, reinforcing efficiency and clarity. Reflection enhances alignment. Regularly assess where energy is spent, what has produced results, and where improvements are possible. Reflection allows recalibration, ensuring that focus remains on high-impact actions. Without review, effort may drift toward low-value activities. Awareness of progress and misalignment provides insight that informs decisions, strengthens intentionality, and ensures energy consistently drives meaningful outcomes. Single tasking is more effective than multitasking. Dividing attention among multiple tasks reduces efficiency, quality, and energy. Concentrate fully on one high-value action at a time. Completion produces measurable results, mental clarity, and momentum. Energy is preserved and amplified when dedicated to a single objective, allowing depth of focus and mastery rather than scattered, superficial engagement. Visualization supports focus. Mentally rehearsing priorities, desired outcomes, and the steps required to achieve them prepares the mind for deliberate action. Clear mental images of successful completion reinforce intention, reduce hesitation, and direct energy toward essential activities. Visualization creates a mental roadmap, improving efficiency, decision-making, and execution of meaningful work. Accountability maintains energy alignment. Sharing goals and daily priorities with trusted individuals encourages consistency and reinforces focus. External feedback, guidance, and recognition ensure that energy is directed toward actions that produce measurable outcomes. Accountability transforms intention into tangible effort, preventing drift and maintaining momentum toward high-value objectives. Adaptability is necessary. While focus is essential, unexpected challenges and changes require flexibility. Adjust priorities intelligently without losing sight of overarching goals. Energy should be redirected efficiently to address emerging needs while maintaining alignment with significant objectives. Balance between structure and responsiveness ensures that focus remains productive rather than rigid or misapplied. Gratitude enhances energy use. Appreciating progress, resources, and opportunities reinforces positive engagement with priorities. Energy applied with gratitude produces higher quality effort, sustains motivation, and encourages continued investment in meaningful activities. Recognition of value strengthens commitment to purposeful action and minimizes distraction by trivial concerns. Time awareness supports focus. Understanding how long tasks take, when energy is highest, and when attention wanes allows for intelligent allocation of effort. Schedule high priority, complex tasks during peak energy periods and reserve lower value activities for less optimal times. Energy directed strategically maximizes productivity, maintains clarity, and ensures that focus consistently drives important outcomes. Emotional regulation preserves concentration. Stress, frustration, or anxiety can scatter attention and deplete energy. Techniques such as mindful breathing, brief pauses, and mental reframing prevent emotional hijacking and maintain focus. Emotional control ensures that energy is consistently applied toward meaningful work rather than dissipated on reactive responses. Momentum compounds energy. Completing prioritized tasks builds confidence, reduces decision fatigue, and reinforces the habit of focusing on what matters. Each achievement creates forward motion, amplifying attention, effort, and clarity. Momentum transforms consistent energy application into visible results, sustaining motivation and reinforcing disciplined action. Purposeful energy allocation transforms life. By consistently directing focus toward meaningful objectives, distractions lose significance, obstacles become manageable, and progress accelerates. Each day becomes an intentional investment of attention and effort, producing results that compound over time. Energy is a powerful resource when controlled, prioritized, and applied with deliberate intention, shaping achievement, growth, and personal fulfillment. Focusing energy on what truly matters requires clarity, discipline, planning, boundaries, reflection, and momentum. It demands awareness of time, emotions, and priorities, supported by routines, visualization, accountability, and strategic adaptability. Each day is an opportunity to apply energy with precision, maximize impact, and advance toward meaningful goals. By consistently practicing focus, effort becomes effective, results become significant, and life becomes an expression of intentional achievement. When energy is aligned with purpose, daily actions produce compounded results. Attention to high-value activities strengthens skill, reinforces discipline, and fosters resilience. Energy directed deliberately fuels momentum, builds confidence, and ensures consistent progress toward long-term objectives. Focusing on what matters transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results, creating a life of accomplishment, clarity, and sustained personal growth. Chapter 6e: Take consistent action to transform goals into powerful results. Consistent action is the bridge between ambition and achievement. Goals without persistent effort remain dreams, while small but steady steps compound into extraordinary outcomes. The path to success is rarely instantaneous. It is forged through repeated, deliberate effort that aligns with intention and purpose. Each day provides an opportunity to move closer to your objectives, and the cumulative effect of consistent action determines the scale of accomplishment. The first principle is clarity of action. Knowing what steps must be taken and when ensures that effort is purposeful rather than scattered. Define tasks in concrete, actionable terms that can be executed daily. Ambiguity leads to procrastination, hesitation, and wasted energy. Breaking larger goals into manageable steps allows progress to be measured and tracked, creating a sense of momentum that reinforces discipline and determination. Discipline is the engine of consistency. Motivation fluctuates, but discipline sustains effort regardless of mood or circumstance. Developing the habit of taking action every day, even when enthusiasm wanes, is what differentiates those who succeed from those who stagnate. Discipline is cultivated by starting small, committing to manageable routines, and gradually expanding effort until it becomes automatic. Regular action, even in modest amounts, accumulates into remarkable results. Planning enhances effectiveness. Mapping out daily, weekly, and monthly actions aligns effort with larger objectives. Prioritize tasks based on impact, urgency, and alignment with long-term goals. Structured plans reduce wasted energy, prevent distraction, and provide a roadmap for steady progress. Each action taken within a clear framework reinforces confidence, creates predictability, and ensures that effort produces measurable outcomes. Momentum grows through repetition. Completing tasks consistently reinforces belief in capability and creates forward motion. Each accomplishment builds energy, reduces hesitation, and strengthens commitment. Momentum is a compounding force. Small victories amplify over time, making subsequent actions easier and more natural. Maintaining continuity ensures that progress is steady, even when challenges arise. Accountability strengthens consistency. Sharing goals and progress with trusted individuals creates external reinforcement that encourages follow-through. Mentors, peers, or accountability partners provide feedback, celebrate successes, and challenge lapses in effort. External commitment complements internal discipline, making action less optional and more habitual. Consistent effort becomes a shared value, increasing the likelihood of sustained progress. Focus amplifies results. Concentrating on high-impact actions ensures energy is not dissipated on trivial tasks. Prioritize efforts that produce measurable change and drive objectives forward. Single-minded attention reduces errors, enhances efficiency, and increases the effectiveness of every action. Energy applied with clarity and purpose compounds more quickly than scattered effort spread thinly across multiple directions. Preparation reduces hesitation. The more prepared you are for tasks, the easier it is to act decisively. Preparation involves acquiring necessary skills, gathering information, and anticipating obstacles. A well-prepared individual moves swiftly and confidently, reducing the risk of stalling or second-guessing. Each completed task reinforces trust in competence, fueling further consistent action and minimizing fear or doubt. Resilience is built through persistence. Challenges, setbacks, and obstacles are inevitable. Consistent action requires the ability to continue despite difficulty, fatigue, or temporary failure. Each instance of persistence strengthens mental toughness, reinforces commitment to goals, and demonstrates capability. Resilience transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth, ensuring that effort remains unbroken over the long term. Reflection improves effectiveness. Regularly reviewing actions allows identification of what works, what does not, and what requires adjustment. Reflection ensures that effort is directed intelligently and strategically, rather than blindly. Learning from experience enhances decision-making, increases efficiency, and strengthens the alignment between action and desired results. Consistent reflection reinforces the habit of improvement alongside consistent execution. Breaking large goals into micro-actions prevents overwhelm. Massive objectives can create hesitation or fear of failure. Dividing goals into manageable, achievable tasks allows steady progress while maintaining clarity and focus. Each completed step provides evidence of capability, reinforces momentum, and builds confidence for subsequent challenges. Micro-actions compound over time to produce significant transformation. Action requires courage. Taking consistent steps often involves confronting uncertainty, discomfort, or criticism. Courage is developed through repeated engagement with situations that provoke hesitation. Each deliberate choice to act despite fear strengthens confidence and reinforces the pattern of consistent effort. Courage ensures that momentum is maintained even when conditions are less than ideal. Tracking progress fuels motivation. Recording actions, milestones, and achievements provides tangible evidence of effort translating into results. Visualization of progress reinforces commitment, enhances focus, and sustains energy toward further action. Tracking transforms abstract goals into measurable reality, making consistency both visible and rewarding. Energy management supports sustained effort. Physical, mental, and emotional resources must be maintained to ensure action remains effective. Adequate sleep, proper nutrition, exercise, and mindfulness practices replenish energy and prevent burnout. When energy levels are optimized, focus sharpens, decision-making improves, and consistent execution becomes more natural. Adaptability ensures that action remains productive. Circumstances shift, challenges arise, and unexpected demands appear. Adjusting strategies while maintaining commitment to daily effort ensures that progress continues despite changes. Flexibility combined with consistency creates resilience and prevents stagnation. Adaptation allows action to remain aligned with ultimate objectives while navigating real-world complexities. Visualization enhances performance. Mentally rehearsing actions and outcomes prepares the mind for execution, reduces hesitation, and reinforces confidence. Visualization creates a clear mental pathway from intention to result, making physical action smoother and more decisive. Consistently visualizing success aligns energy with meaningful effort and increases the probability of achieving goals. Prioritizing high-value tasks magnifies impact. Not all actions are equally important. Focus on the few tasks that drive the greatest progress toward objectives. Energy and time are finite. Investing them wisely ensures maximum results. Prioritization combined with consistent execution creates compounding returns that accelerate overall achievement. Persistence in the face of setbacks strengthens belief in capability. Challenges and delays test commitment, but sustained action demonstrates that goals are attainable. Each continued effort reinforces the mental pattern of overcoming obstacles, transforming doubt into confidence and uncertainty into action. Persistence ensures that goals are achieved not only through talent or luck, but through deliberate, repeated effort. Time management enhances consistency. Structuring the day, allocating periods for focused work, and avoiding unnecessary distractions ensures that every action contributes meaningfully to objectives. Effective time use magnifies the impact of effort, preserves energy, and increases the efficiency of consistent execution. Each deliberate allocation of time builds momentum and reinforces the habit of daily progress. Self-accountability is indispensable. Beyond external pressure, personal responsibility for maintaining consistent action solidifies discipline and reinforces self-trust. Reviewing commitments, tracking follow-through, and acknowledging results ensures that effort is continuous and aligned with goals. Accountability internalized transforms consistency from external obligation into personal standard. The compounding effect of action cannot be overstated. One deliberate, focused effort followed by another builds momentum, skill, and confidence. Over time, small, consistent actions accumulate into results far beyond initial expectations. Each step reinforces the next, creating a trajectory that turns ordinary effort into extraordinary achievement. Every day presents a choice to act deliberately or to drift. Consistent effort is the foundation of mastery, growth, and success. By defining clear actions, prioritizing high-value tasks, preparing thoroughly, reflecting intelligently, and maintaining discipline, progress becomes inevitable. Each day of action transforms intention into measurable results, shaping life into a reflection of purposeful effort, resilience, and achievement. Chapter 70: Strengthen your mindset by embracing challenges without hesitation. Challenges are the proving ground for the mind. Life presents obstacles constantly, yet the difference between those who succeed and those who falter is the ability to confront difficulties directly. Strengthening your mindset requires a conscious choice to face challenges without hesitation, viewing them not as threats but as opportunities for growth. Each encounter with difficulty is a chance to refine resilience, expand capability, and cultivate the mental toughness required for achievement. Fear of challenge often arises from uncertainty, doubt, or anticipation of discomfort. Hesitation allows anxiety to grow, creating imagined barriers that are often larger than reality. Confronting obstacles immediately prevents fear from accumulating and allows action to occur while the mind is clear. The moment of hesitation is the moment when opportunities slip away. Choosing to act decisively, even in the presence of discomfort, strengthens confidence and sets the stage for consistent progress. Mindset is shaped by repeated exposure to challenges. Avoiding difficulties reinforces limitations and builds dependence on comfort zones. Each time a challenge is faced intentionally, neural pathways are reinforced to support courage, problem solving, and resilience. The brain learns through experience, and embracing obstacles trains mental circuits for strength rather than avoidance. Over time, difficulty becomes manageable, even familiar, rather than intimidating. Preparation is an essential component of facing challenges. Understanding the task, anticipating obstacles, and developing strategies create a foundation for decisive action. Being prepared does not eliminate difficulty, but it provides confidence and clarity to respond effectively. Preparation transforms challenges from paralyzing threats into problems that can be addressed strategically. Each instance of preparation reinforces belief in capability and reduces hesitation in the future. Reframing challenges is a powerful tool. Viewing obstacles as opportunities rather than burdens shifts emotional response and energizes the mind. Difficult situations contain lessons, insights, and paths to improvement that cannot be accessed through comfort alone. By consciously choosing to interpret challenges as constructive experiences, the mind is conditioned to approach adversity proactively rather than reactively. Perspective shapes response, and response shapes outcomes. Action is the antidote to fear. Thought alone cannot produce growth. Action is required to transform potential into results. Even imperfect effort produces insight, experience, and momentum. Waiting for ideal conditions or perfect readiness delays progress and reinforces doubt. Immediate engagement builds confidence, accumulates experience, and reinforces a mindset that is resilient, adaptive, and solution-oriented. Incremental exposure builds mental strength. Start by confronting smaller, manageable challenges that push the boundaries of comfort. Each success expands tolerance for difficulty and increases confidence in handling more significant obstacles. Gradual escalation allows the mind to adapt, creating a durable foundation of resilience that can withstand unexpected pressures. Incremental victories compound over time, producing a mindset that perceives challenges as surmountable rather than threatening. Emotional regulation is essential when confronting challenges. Stress, frustration, or anxiety can impair judgment, slow decision-making, and diminish effectiveness. Techniques such as mindful breathing, focused attention, and deliberate reflection maintain composure and clarity. Controlled responses prevent emotional escalation from dictating behavior and ensure energy is applied productively toward overcoming obstacles. Mastery of emotion strengthens both performance and mental resilience. Persistence transforms difficulty into opportunity. Challenges rarely resolve immediately, and repeated effort is often required to achieve success. Each attempt provides data, experience, and insight, reinforcing the belief that obstacles can be overcome. Persistence develops patience, endurance, and adaptability, all of which contribute to a mindset capable of handling increasingly complex or demanding situations. Consistent effort in the face of adversity builds confidence in one's ability to navigate life's challenges effectively. Accountability accelerates growth. Engaging mentors, peers, or collaborators provides perspective, guidance, and feedback when tackling difficulties. External accountability encourages consistent action and ensures that challenges are confronted rather than avoided. Insight from others enhances strategy, reduces errors, and provides reinforcement for resilience. Shared responsibility strengthens resolve and demonstrates that obstacles can be approached collaboratively when necessary. Reflection reinforces learning from challenges. After confronting difficulty, analyze responses, decisions, and outcomes. Identify what worked, what could be improved, and how to approach similar situations more effectively. Reflection transforms experience into insight, turning obstacles into enduring lessons. A reflective mindset ensures that each challenge strengthens capacity rather than leaving unresolved stress or doubt. Adaptability is required to face unpredictable obstacles. Challenges rarely follow expected patterns. The ability to pivot, adjust strategies, and remain flexible ensures that effort remains effective even when circumstances change. Rigid thinking limits solutions and increases the impact of setbacks. Embracing adaptability cultivates confidence in the ability to respond intelligently to evolving conditions. Each successful adjustment reinforces mental resilience and problem-solving capability. Focus enhances the ability to confront challenges effectively. Energy scattered across multiple concerns reduces the quality of response and increases fatigue. Prioritizing attention on the most critical elements of the obstacle ensures that effort is maximized and progress is visible. Concentrated focus strengthens problem solving, accelerates resolution, and reinforces the habit of engaging difficulties without hesitation. Visualization prepares the mind for challenge. Mentally rehearsing obstacles, potential outcomes, and effective responses equips the mind for decisive action. Visualization reduces uncertainty, builds confidence, and primes both emotional and cognitive resources to handle difficulty efficiently. Anticipating challenges through mental rehearsal ensures that responses are deliberate rather than reactive, strengthening the mindset to confront adversity consistently. Gratitude enhances perspective. Recognizing the value of challenges, the skills they develop, and the opportunities they reveal reinforces motivation and reduces resistance. Gratitude shifts focus from burden to opportunity, energizing the mind and sustaining commitment. Viewing difficulty as a catalyst for growth strengthens the mental framework required to embrace challenges continually. Courage compounds with experience. Each time a challenge is faced and managed successfully, confidence in one's capacity grows. Courage is not innate, it is developed through repeated engagement with difficulty. Over time, the mind internalizes patterns of effective response, transforming hesitation into proactive decision, making and fear into deliberate action. Each encounter strengthens the neural pathways associated with bravery and resilience. Self-trust is reinforced through challenge. Successfully navigating obstacles builds confidence in judgment, decision-making, and capability. Each resolved difficulty serves as evidence of competence, reinforcing the belief that future challenges can be met with similar effectiveness. Trust in one's abilities reduces hesitation and accelerates action, further strengthening the mindset required for consistent achievement. Energy management supports sustained engagement with difficulty. Physical, mental, and emotional stamina are necessary to navigate demanding situations. Prioritizing rest, recovery, nutrition, and mental clarity ensures that focus and resilience remain high. Energy optimized through intentional care allows challenges to be confronted fully rather than superficially or half-heartedly. Perspective strengthens endurance. Viewing challenges as temporary, solvable, and instructive reduces emotional burden and enhances problem-solving capacity. Long-term vision provides context, reminding the mind that difficulties are milestones on the path to growth rather than insurmountable barriers. Perspective ensures that energy and effort are applied constructively, reinforcing a mindset capable of consistent achievement. Discipline solidifies response. Regular engagement with challenges reinforces the habit of action over avoidance. Discipline transforms initial hesitation into automatic engagement, reducing the mental friction associated with difficulty. Over time, discipline ensures that challenges are approached promptly, strategically, and with confidence. Each deliberate encounter builds resilience and mental fortitude. The cumulative effect of embracing challenges is transformation. The mind becomes stronger, more adaptable, and increasingly confident. Obstacles become manageable, decision-making becomes sharper, and persistence becomes second nature. By consistently facing difficulty without hesitation, individuals cultivate a mindset capable of thriving under pressure, achieving ambitious objectives, and responding to uncertainty with poise. Chapter 80: Master Self-Discipline to control your choices and your future. Self-discipline is the foundation of freedom. The ability to control impulses, manage desires, and direct behavior intentionally is what allows individuals to shape their lives rather than be shaped by circumstances. Every choice made with awareness either moves toward long-term objectives or detracts from them. Mastering self-discipline transforms decision-making into a deliberate tool for constructing a future aligned with values, goals, and purpose. Each act of restraint reinforces control, strengthens resolve, and expands personal power. The first step in developing discipline is awareness. Understand where energy is being spent and which behaviors support progress versus which undermine it. Observing patterns of action without judgment provides clarity about which habits to strengthen and which to replace. Awareness allows conscious choice, shifting control from automatic impulses to intentional action. Self-discipline begins with seeing clearly how decisions shape outcomes. Consistency is the cornerstone of discipline. Habits are formed through repeated action, not occasional effort. Committing to daily routines that support objectives reduces reliance on willpower alone, making disciplined behavior automatic over time. Consistency transforms effort into reliable results, reinforces competence, and builds momentum toward increasingly ambitious goals. Every day of intentional practice compounds the power of self-discipline. Goal alignment ensures that discipline is purposeful. Actions guided by clearly defined objectives are easier to maintain and more motivating. When each choice reinforces a larger vision, the effort required feels meaningful rather than arbitrary. Objectives provide context for restraint, creating a clear reason to prioritize long-term benefits over immediate gratification. Discipline without purpose is directionless. With purpose, it becomes unstoppable. Planning strengthens control over decisions. Structuring the day, prioritizing tasks, and anticipating challenges reduces reactive behavior and increases the likelihood of intentional action. A well-thought-out plan minimizes wasted energy, prevents procrastination, and keeps attention on meaningful pursuits. Discipline thrives in structured environments where effort is aligned with objectives rather than being dispersed across trivial or impulsive activities. Delayed gratification is essential. Self-discipline requires the ability to postpone short-term pleasure in favor of long-term gain. Each choice to prioritize meaningful outcomes over immediate satisfaction reinforces control, strengthens patience, and builds confidence in decision-making. Deliberate restraint trains the mind to value results over convenience, creating a strong foundation for sustained success. Self-awareness includes monitoring emotional triggers. Impulses often arise from stress, frustration, or desire for comfort. Recognizing emotional patterns allows for intentional response rather than reaction. Techniques such as pausing before decisions, deep breathing, or reflecting on long-term consequences reduce the influence of temporary emotions. Emotional regulation enhances discipline by ensuring that choices are guided by strategy and intention rather than by fleeting feelings. Accountability reinforces self-discipline. Sharing goals and progress with mentors, peers, or trusted partners creates external structures that support consistent behavior. Accountability provides feedback, encouragement, and correction, ensuring that effort remains aligned with objectives. External reinforcement complements internal resolve, making disciplined action more reliable and sustainable over time. Focus is strengthened through limitation. Eliminating distractions, controlling the environment, and narrowing attention to high-priority tasks prevents energy from being squandered. Discipline is more easily maintained when the mind is concentrated on what matters most, reducing opportunities for deviation or procrastination. Focused effort magnifies results, ensuring that actions taken are both efficient and effective. Reflection accelerates mastery. Regularly reviewing choices, evaluating outcomes, and identifying areas for improvement strengthens awareness and enhances decision-making. Reflection allows lessons to be extracted from successes and mistakes alike, reinforcing strategies that support consistent action. By learning from experience, self-discipline evolves from rigid restraint into intelligent, adaptive control. Incremental progress builds resilience. Small, deliberate actions taken consistently create patterns of achievement that reinforce self-confidence. Discipline is strengthened through repetition and accumulation of evidence that intentional effort produces results. Each successful step reinforces belief in one's ability to maintain control, making future disciplined actions easier and more natural. Preparation reduces reliance on reactive decision-making. Anticipating challenges, creating strategies, and organizing resources ensures that effort is intentional rather than impulsive. When plans are in place, the mind can focus on execution rather than improvisation under pressure. Preparedness reinforces control, reduces stress, and ensures that disciplined behavior is sustainable even under demanding circumstances. Prioritization is critical. Not every action carries equal weight. Identifying the few behaviors that produce the greatest impact allows energy to be directed efficiently. Discipline is most effective when it is selective, focusing on actions that move the individual closer to meaningful objectives rather than being diluted across low-value activities. Concentrated effort amplifies results and reinforces control. Persistence strengthens self-regulation. Discipline is tested when obstacles arise or progress slows. Continuing to act consistently despite difficulty demonstrates mastery over impulses and builds enduring mental strength. Each instance of persistence reinforces self-trust, demonstrating that effort can be sustained under challenge and that the future is influenced by deliberate, repeated action rather than circumstance. Visualization supports self-discipline by creating mental rehearsal of desired behavior. Imagining the execution of tasks, resistance to temptation, and achievement of goals prepares the mind for real-world action. Mental practice reinforces intention, strengthens resolve, and primes the brain for consistent performance. Visualization aligns focus, emotion, and behavior with objectives, enhancing the likelihood of disciplined follow-through. Self-compassion enhances sustainability. Discipline is not perfection. Occasional lapses are inevitable. Viewing setbacks as opportunities to learn rather than as failures prevents discouragement and supports continued effort. Compassion ensures that discipline remains adaptive, resilient, and long-term rather than rigid and unsustainable. Each recovery reinforces control and reinforces commitment to consistent action. Habit formation is central to mastering discipline. Repetition of intentional behaviors transforms effort from conscious choice into automatic response. Habits reduce mental friction, conserve energy, and ensure that choices consistently support goals without requiring constant deliberation. Over time, disciplined habits form a reliable foundation for sustained success across multiple areas of life. Energy management is integral to disciplined action. Maintaining physical, mental, and emotional vitality ensures that effort can be sustained consistently. Adequate sleep, proper nutrition, exercise, and mental restoration optimize performance and reduce vulnerability to distraction or fatigue. When energy is preserved, self-discipline can be applied reliably across both immediate tasks and long-term objectives. Decision-making with foresight strengthens control. Evaluating potential consequences, anticipating challenges, and considering long-term effects ensures that choices align with values and goals. Disciplined individuals consistently act with intention rather than reacting to circumstances, creating a life shaped by purpose rather than impulse. Each thoughtful decision reinforces the mindset required for mastery over choices and outcomes. Accountability to self is as important as external accountability. Daily review of commitments, honest assessment of performance, and proactive correction of deviations reinforces internal control. Self-accountability ensures that discipline remains a personal standard rather than a response to external pressure, creating autonomy and strength of character. The compounding effect of disciplined choices is profound. Each intentional action builds confidence, reinforces self-control, and produces measurable results. Over time, these actions accumulate into extraordinary outcomes that reflect deliberate effort rather than chance. Mastering discipline allows the individual to construct a life that is predictable, purposeful, and aligned with vision, demonstrating the power of consistent control over decisions and behavior. Every moment presents a choice between impulse and intention. Mastering self-discipline ensures that decisions consistently favor long-term objectives, creating momentum toward desired outcomes. Discipline transforms potential into reality, decision into action, and desire into achievement. Control over choices becomes control over life, shaping the future through deliberate, sustained effort rather than leaving it to circumstance. Chapter 9: Cultivate persistence to overcome obstacles and stay unstoppable. Persistence is the defining quality that separates those who achieve their goals from those who abandon them. Challenges are inevitable, but unwavering commitment ensures that obstacles are temporary rather than permanent. Developing persistence requires cultivating a mindset that prioritizes progress over perfection, effort over convenience, and resilience over surrender. Each moment of continued action, even in the face of difficulty, strengthens determination and reinforces the ability to endure. Obstacles are part of every journey. They are not signals to stop, but opportunities to test commitment. Viewing difficulty as a measure of engagement rather than as a barrier reframes setbacks as essential components of growth. Each challenge overcome through persistent effort adds evidence of capability, reinforcing confidence in the ability to navigate future hurdles. Persistence transforms adversity into opportunity. Clarity of purpose strengthens resolve. Knowing why a goal matters provides motivation to continue when effort becomes uncomfortable. Purpose acts as a compass that guides decisions and directs energy, ensuring that temporary discomfort does not derail progress. A clear understanding of objectives fuels persistence because the effort is anchored in meaningful outcomes rather than external pressure or fleeting desire. Daily action builds momentum. Persistence is not the result of isolated effort but of repeated, consistent effort over time. Small steps taken consistently compound into significant progress. Completing even minor tasks toward a larger goal reinforces habit, strengthens confidence, and reduces hesitation in facing subsequent challenges. Momentum created by daily effort sustains energy and commitment. Resilience is cultivated through persistence. Each obstacle navigated strengthens the mind, expands endurance, and reinforces adaptability. Challenges test limits, but repeated engagement demonstrates the ability to withstand pressure. Resilience ensures that setbacks are temporary, creating the mental foundation necessary to continue striving even when progress is slow or circumstances are difficult. Planning enhances the power of persistence. Structuring effort into achievable steps reduces overwhelm and ensures continuity. When tasks are defined, deadlines are established, and priorities are clear, action becomes deliberate rather than sporadic. Planning prevents fatigue from indecision and enables the mind to focus on solving problems efficiently, sustaining long-term effort. Adaptability supports sustained commitment. Challenges rarely occur exactly as anticipated. The ability to adjust strategies while maintaining overall effort ensures that persistence is not abandoned when circumstances change. Flexibility allows continued forward movement, transforming obstacles into opportunities for refinement rather than reasons to quit. Each adaptation reinforces confidence in the capacity to endure and succeed. Focus amplifies the effect of effort. Persistent action is most effective when energy is directed toward high-impact objectives. Avoiding distractions and concentrating on what truly matters prevents wasted effort and accelerates results. Focus ensures that persistence produces tangible outcomes rather than mere business, reinforcing the value of continued effort. Self-discipline is intertwined with persistence. The ability to continue acting despite fatigue, uncertainty, or discouragement is built through controlled routines and intentional habits. Discipline reduces reliance on fluctuating motivation, ensuring that action occurs even when emotion wavers. Sustained effort becomes a function of structured practice rather than unpredictable impulse. Mindset is central to enduring obstacles. Viewing difficulty as temporary, manageable, and instructive transforms the emotional experience of challenge. A mindset oriented toward solutions rather than limitations encourages action, reduces hesitation, and fosters confidence. Each obstacle faced with composure strengthens the mental framework required for ongoing persistence. Incremental progress prevents discouragement. Breaking goals into smaller, measurable steps allows achievements to be observed frequently. Recognizing progress reinforces commitment, increases motivation, and reduces the perception of overwhelming difficulty. Each completed step provides evidence that persistence produces results, encouraging continued effort even in the face of larger obstacles. Accountability supports enduring effort. Sharing goals and progress with mentors, peers, or partners reinforces commitment and provides feedback. External accountability encourages consistency, ensures follow-through, and creates additional pressure to maintain momentum. Collaboration and oversight enhance the sustainability of persistent action, increasing the likelihood of achieving significant objectives. Reflection strengthens adaptive persistence. After encountering obstacles, evaluating decisions, actions, and outcomes ensures that lessons are integrated into future effort. Learning from setbacks transforms temporary failures into opportunities for improvement, preventing repeated mistakes and increasing efficiency. Reflective practice ensures that persistence is intelligent, targeted, and effective rather than merely repetitive. Visualization prepares the mind for sustained effort. Mentally rehearsing challenges, responses, and desired outcomes equips the brain to act decisively when obstacles appear. Visualization reduces uncertainty, enhances confidence, and reinforces commitment to continued action. By anticipating difficulties and imagining successful navigation, persistence becomes proactive rather than reactive. Motivation is reinforced by recognition of progress. Celebrating achievements, no matter the size, strengthens belief in capability and encourages continued effort. Each success validates persistence and reminds the mind that consistent action yields measurable results. Positive reinforcement creates a feedback loop that energizes further effort and sustains determination. Energy management ensures that effort can be maintained. Physical, mental, and emotional resources must be nurtured to support ongoing action. Adequate rest, nutrition, exercise, and mental restoration preserve stamina, focus, and resilience. Maintaining energy prevents burnout, ensuring that persistence remains effective over extended periods. Courage underpins continued effort. Persistence requires acting despite fear, discomfort, or uncertainty. Courage grows through repeated engagement with challenges, reinforcing the ability to confront future obstacles without hesitation. Each courageous step compounds, building both confidence and endurance, and demonstrating that difficulty is temporary while effort is permanent. Problem-solving strengthens sustainable persistence. Challenges often require creative approaches and adjustments. Developing the ability to identify solutions quickly, adapt strategies, and implement actions ensures that obstacles are overcome efficiently. Each problem addressed through deliberate effort reinforces capability, enabling sustained forward motion despite the presence of barriers. Time management enhances persistence. Prioritizing high-impact actions, scheduling focused work periods, and minimizing distractions ensures that effort is consistent and effective. Efficient use of time increases the quantity and quality of actions taken, reinforcing momentum and sustaining long-term commitment to goals. Patience complements persistence. Significant achievements rarely occur overnight. Accepting that effort accumulates gradually reduces frustration, discouragement, and impulsive abandonment. Patience allows the mind to remain steady, confident, and committed, even when immediate results are not visible. The combination of steady action and patience produces lasting outcomes. Self-trust grows through repeated success. Each instance of overcoming difficulty reinforces confidence in ability, judgment, and endurance. Trust in oneself creates a psychological safety net that supports continued effort under uncertainty. Belief in capability strengthens the mind, reduces hesitation, and encourages proactive engagement with challenges. The compounding effect of persistence is transformative. Small, consistent actions accumulate over time, producing results far beyond initial expectations. Each obstacle faced and overcome adds to the foundation of experience, skill, and confidence. The mind trained in persistence perceives challenges as temporary, solvable, and opportunities for growth rather than threats. Life shaped by continuous effort reflects discipline, resilience, and intentional achievement. Every challenge encountered is a choice point to act, to hesitate, or to give up. Choosing action repeatedly, despite difficulty, develops the muscle of persistence. Momentum, experience, and confidence compound, turning consistent effort into unstoppable progress. Those who cultivate persistence become impervious to setbacks, empowered to overcome obstacles, and positioned to achieve extraordinary results through unwavering commitment. Chapter 8. Train your mind to stay positive under extreme pressure. Extreme pressure is an inevitable part of life. Challenges escalate, expectations intensify, and circumstances often push individuals to their limits. The ability to remain positive in such moments is not accidental. It is the result of deliberate mental training and conscious choice. Positivity under pressure does not ignore difficulty, but it reframes obstacles as opportunities and enables action that is effective, controlled, and resilient. Each moment of calm, optimistic focus strengthens the mind's capacity to navigate adversity successfully. The first principle is awareness. Recognizing the presence of pressure allows the mind to respond intentionally rather than react impulsively. Acknowledging stress, identifying its source, and assessing its impact provides clarity. Awareness creates a foundation for choice, ensuring that mental energy is directed toward solutions rather than being consumed by fear, panic, or frustration. The mind trained in awareness remains steady, even when external conditions are chaotic. Perspective is essential. Extreme pressure can distort perception, making problems appear larger than they are. Stepping back, analyzing the situation objectively, and identifying what is within control reduces the emotional burden. Positivity is reinforced when attention is focused on actionable steps rather than imagined catastrophes. The ability to maintain perspective ensures that energy is applied constructively rather than wasted on unproductive worry. Focus determines resilience. Concentrating on priorities, essential tasks, and immediate next steps prevents overwhelm. Distraction or scattered attention magnifies stress and diminishes effectiveness. Maintaining focus under pressure allows the mind to operate efficiently, enhancing decision-making and sustaining confidence. Every action directed at what truly matters reinforces the sense of control and the ability to remain positive despite difficulty. Mental rehearsal prepares the mind for challenge. Visualizing potential scenarios, responses, and outcomes equips the brain to act decisively under stress. Imagining success in advance reduces uncertainty, increases confidence, and primes the mind to approach obstacles with a positive, proactive attitude. Repeated mental practice builds neural pathways that strengthen composure and optimism when faced with real-world pressure. Self-talk shapes response. The language used internally affects emotion, focus, and resilience. Encouraging solution-oriented self-talk reinforces confidence, reduces fear, and sustains motivation. Statements that emphasize ability, progress, and control replace negative thoughts with constructive ones. A disciplined inner dialogue becomes a tool for maintaining positivity even when circumstances are demanding. Preparation reduces mental strain. Anticipating challenges, organizing resources, and practicing problem-solving in advance ensures readiness when pressure arises. Being prepared enhances confidence, reduces uncertainty, and strengthens the belief that obstacles can be managed effectively. Each successful encounter under pressure reinforces the value of preparation, creating a positive feedback loop that sustains composure. Breathing and physiological control support mental stability. Stress triggers physical reactions, rapid heartbeat, shallow breathing, and tension that can escalate anxiety. Techniques such as deep diaphragmatic breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or brief mindfulness exercises regulate the body, reduce the intensity of stress, and reinforce a positive mental state. Calm physiology supports clarity of thought and constructive action. Focus on controllables strengthens optimism. External circumstances are often unpredictable, but attention directed toward what can be influenced produces tangible results. Taking deliberate action in areas under personal control reduces helplessness and enhances a sense of agency. Positivity flourishes when energy is applied to actionable solutions rather than wasted on factors beyond influence. Gratitude reinforces mental strength. Even under extreme pressure, acknowledging resources, achievements, and support strengthens emotional resilience. Gratitude shifts focus from obstacles to opportunities, fostering constructive engagement with difficulty. This mindset encourages continued effort, reduces negative thinking, and creates an enduring sense of purpose and optimism. Routine stabilizes response. Habits of focus, preparation, and reflection create predictable mental patterns that endure under stress. Consistent routines reduce cognitive load, allowing attention to remain on priority actions rather than being diverted by reactive impulses. Structured habits reinforce positivity because action becomes reliable and deliberate rather than chaotic or reactive. Incremental progress sustains morale. Large challenges can feel overwhelming, but consistent steps forward create visible results. Recognizing small wins maintains motivation, reinforces capability, and cultivates optimism. Momentum grows when every achievement, no matter how minor, is acknowledged as evidence that persistence produces results. Reflection enhances adaptive thinking. After encountering high-pressure situations, reviewing decisions, behaviors, and outcomes ensures lessons are integrated for future application. Reflection reduces repeated errors, strengthens problem-solving skills, and reinforces the mindset that challenges are manageable. Positivity under pressure is sustained when experience is leveraged for continuous improvement rather than dwelling on past mistakes. Connection with support systems reinforces resilience. Sharing challenges with trusted individuals provides perspective, guidance, and encouragement. Social support enhances confidence, reduces feelings of isolation, and strengthens the ability to maintain optimism. Collective insight and reinforcement increase the capacity to respond effectively under pressure. Adaptability ensures constructive response. Extreme pressure often presents unforeseen obstacles that require adjustment. Flexibility in approach, strategy, and mindset prevents rigidity from causing stress escalation. The ability to pivot while maintaining focus on objectives allows continued forward motion, sustaining positivity even in unpredictable conditions. Patience complements composure. Pressure often arises from urgency or high stakes, but rushing decisions can undermine effectiveness. Slow, deliberate action ensures accuracy, reduces error, and preserves mental energy. Patience allows the mind to remain positive by framing obstacles as temporary steps toward achievement rather than insurmountable crises. Visualization of desired outcomes reinforces hope. Mentally imagining success under pressure strengthens confidence and clarity. Visualizing completion provides motivation, reduces fear, and primes the mind for deliberate action. A clear picture of achievement under stress encourages a constructive mindset, turning pressure into a challenge to be mastered rather than a burden to be endured. Persistence reinforces positivity. Continuing to act despite difficulty demonstrates capability, builds momentum, and reduces the power of negative emotions. Each step taken in the face of adversity is evidence of resilience, reinforcing belief in personal strength. Persistence under pressure creates a cycle where confidence and optimism grow alongside tangible results. Decision-making under stress benefits from structured thinking. Identifying options, evaluating consequences, and acting decisively prevents hesitation and doubt from undermining mental state. A clear process supports consistent positivity because action is guided by reason and evidence rather than reactionary emotion. Each sound decision reinforces trust in one's ability to navigate pressure effectively. Self-compassion ensures sustainability. Maintaining positivity does not require perfection. Recognizing effort, learning from missteps, and remaining kind to oneself prevents discouragement. Compassion reinforces resilience and encourages ongoing engagement with challenges without succumbing to negativity or self-criticism. Energy management sustains effectiveness under pressure. Mental clarity, focus, and optimism depend on adequate rest, nutrition, and physical care. Depleted energy magnifies stress and undermines resilience. Maintaining vitality ensures that positivity remains accessible even during demanding circumstances, enabling both effective action and constructive mindset. The cumulative effect of training the mind under pressure is transformative. Each instance of composure, deliberate action, and positive focus strengthens resilience, sharpens judgment, and reinforces confidence. The ability to stay positive becomes automatic, guiding behavior, decisions, and response patterns. Life under pressure becomes manageable, challenges become opportunities, and potential is maximized through disciplined mental training. Positivity under extreme pressure is not the absence of challenge, fear, or difficulty. It is the deliberate choice to focus on solutions, maintain clarity, act decisively, and preserve confidence. Training the mind to respond constructively ensures that obstacles are navigated effectively, energy is applied productively, and outcomes are influenced by conscious effort rather than reaction. Each encounter strengthens the mind, reinforces capability, and demonstrates that pressure can be a catalyst for growth rather than a barrier to success. Chapter 11: to develop courage to face adversity and make bold decisions. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Life consistently presents situations that provoke doubt, hesitation, and discomfort. The ability to face adversity head on and make bold decisions is what separates those who achieve meaningful success from those who remain stagnant. Courage is cultivated intentionally, strengthened through practice, and reinforced every time action is taken in spite of uncertainty. Each choice to engage rather than retreat strengthens confidence and expands the boundaries of possibility. Understanding the source of fear is the first step toward courage. Fear often arises from uncertainty, perceived risk, or past experience. Recognizing these triggers allows the mind to respond strategically rather than reactively. Awareness transforms fear from a paralyzing force into information that can guide preparation, planning, and action. By examining the root of hesitation, it becomes easier to confront situations with clarity and resolve. Action is the catalyst of courage. Thinking about challenges or risks indefinitely reinforces anxiety rather than reducing it. Courage is developed through repeated engagement, where decisions are made and actions are taken despite the presence of fear. Each step forward proves to the mind that risk is manageable, obstacles are surmountable, and capability exceeds initial doubt. Bold action reinforces belief in personal strength and capacity to navigate difficulty. Preparation enhances confident decision-making. Anticipating challenges, evaluating options, and planning for contingencies reduces uncertainty and strengthens resolve. When the mind is equipped with knowledge, strategy, and resources, the fear of unknown outcomes diminishes. Preparedness allows bold action to be taken intelligently, minimizing unnecessary risk while maximizing the likelihood of success. Each instance of effective preparation reinforces the habit of courageous response. Incremental exposure strengthens resilience. Facing small challenges consistently builds the mental foundation to handle larger adversity. Courage grows gradually, layer by layer, as experience demonstrates that action, even in difficult circumstances, produces manageable outcomes. Incremental victories build confidence, reduce hesitation, and prepare the mind for increasingly bold decisions. Exposure teaches that fear is temporary while competence is cumulative. Decision-making with clarity strengthens courage. Bold choices require a careful evaluation of facts, risks, and potential rewards. Analyzing situations without overcomplicating them allows decisive action. Indecision magnifies fear, while clarity enables movement despite uncertainty. Each decision executed with intention reinforces trust in judgment and increases readiness to confront future challenges confidently. Persistence reinforces bravery. Courage is tested when adversity persists. The ability to continue acting when obstacles remain demonstrates mastery over hesitation and uncertainty. Every sustained effort in the face of difficulty strengthens belief in capability, reinforces the habit of proactive engagement, and creates a pattern where bold action becomes instinctive rather than exceptional. Persistence transforms moments of fear into long-term growth. Visualization prepares the mind for risk. Imagining scenarios, anticipating challenges, and rehearsing decisive action primes the brain for effective response. Mental rehearsal reduces hesitation, increases confidence, and reinforces positive expectation of outcomes. Visualization allows the mind to practice courage before it is required in reality, creating readiness that strengthens actual performance. Self-trust is essential. Courage thrives when the mind believes in its capacity to act effectively. Each successful confrontation with adversity reinforces trust in judgment, resilience, and skill. Trust diminishes the paralyzing effects of doubt and allows decisive action even in ambiguous or high-stakes circumstances. Confidence in one's abilities is the bedrock of consistent boldness. Risk assessment ensures intelligence in courage. Bold decisions are not reckless, they are calculated, evaluating potential consequences, weighing benefits, and anticipating challenges enables confident action without unnecessary exposure to harm. Courage applied strategically multiplies the impact of action and reinforces trust in decision-making. Each wise choice under pressure strengthens the ability to act boldly in future circumstances. Focus amplifies effectiveness under pressure. Concentrating on immediate priorities, critical actions, and attainable outcomes ensures energy is directed productively. Distraction or scattered attention weakens resolve and magnifies fear. Focused engagement allows courage to be expressed in meaningful action rather than scattered effort. increasing the likelihood of success while reinforcing mental strength. Resilience is cultivated through repeated exposure to challenge. Each adversity confronted without retreat enhances the mind's capacity to withstand stress, manage fear, and maintain action under pressure. Resilience and courage are mutually reinforcing. Enduring difficulty reinforces confidence, and confidence sustains further engagement. The mind trained through consistent exposure to challenge develops instinctive boldness over time. Support systems reinforce courageous behavior. Mentors, peers, or advisors provide perspective, guidance, and encouragement during difficult decisions. External input reduces uncertainty, validates capability, and reinforces the choice to act. Shared insight enhances judgment, while accountability ensures that hesitation is minimized. Support networks create a structure that magnifies the impact of bold action. Emotional regulation strengthens performance. Fear and anxiety often trigger physiological responses that impair clarity and judgment. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and focused reflection regulate emotion, ensuring that action is deliberate rather than reactive. Calm, controlled responses under pressure enhance courage and allow bold decisions to be executed with precision. Learning from experience accelerates growth. Each challenge faced, regardless of outcome, provides valuable insight. Reflecting on successes and mistakes informs future decisions, reduces fear of repetition, and increases readiness to act. Experience builds competence, and competence reinforces courage. Each lesson strengthens the mind's capacity to confront adversity proactively rather than defensively. Perspective fosters daring without recklessness. Viewing obstacles as temporary, solvable, and informative transforms fear into motivation. Adversity becomes a teacher, and risk becomes a tool for growth rather than a source of anxiety. Maintaining perspective ensures that courage is applied intelligently, resulting in bold, effective decisions rather than impulsive or misguided action. Accountability maintains consistent courage. Committing to goals, values, or principles creates external and internal reinforcement that encourages action despite fear. Accountability reduces the tendency to avoid challenge, strengthens resolve, and provides motivation to act decisively even in high-stakes situations. Each instance of accountable action builds a pattern of reliability and boldness. Energy management supports sustained bravery. Mental clarity, emotional balance, and physical vitality are required for effective action. Fatigue, stress, or depletion magnify fear and reduce willingness to act. Maintaining energy through rest, nutrition, and deliberate self-care ensures that courage can be applied consistently and effectively over time. Bold decisions are reinforced by incremental successes. Each action taken despite risk produces evidence that capability exceeds fear. Achievements, no matter the scale, demonstrate that challenges are manageable, obstacles are temporary, and action produces results. Accumulated experience strengthens confidence, reduces hesitation, and reinforces the habit of facing adversity directly. The compounding effect of courage is transformative. Each decision made boldly, each challenge confronted, and each risk taken in alignment with intention expands the mind's capacity for resilience and effective action. Fear loses power as competence grows, and boldness becomes a consistent habit rather than an occasional choice. Life becomes defined not by avoidance but by decisive, intentional, and courageous action. Courage is ultimately a choice exercised moment by moment. Each instance of action in the presence of uncertainty, discomfort, or risk strengthens mental fortitude and increases the probability of achieving meaningful outcomes. Facing adversity and making bold decisions create momentum, reinforce confidence, and expand the possibilities of what can be accomplished. Individuals who cultivate courage consistently transform challenges into opportunities and ambition into achievement. Chapter 1:20 say, prioritize growth by learning continuously from every experience. Growth is not accidental. It requires a deliberate commitment to learning from every experience, whether success or setback. Life constantly provides feedback, lessons, and opportunities disguised as challenges. Those who prioritize growth recognize that each moment contains knowledge that can refine skills, expand understanding, and strengthen resilience. Continuous learning transforms experience into capability, ensuring that progress is consistent, intentional, and lasting. The first step in prioritizing growth is awareness. Observing actions, outcomes, and consequences allows the mind to identify patterns and insights that might otherwise be overlooked. Awareness is the foundation for understanding both strengths and areas that require improvement. Each observation, no matter how small, provides information that can be applied immediately to enhance performance, decision-making, and personal development. Reflection strengthens learning. Taking time to review experiences ensures that lessons are integrated rather than forgotten. By analyzing what worked, what did not, and why, individuals convert experience into actionable knowledge. Reflection prevents repeated mistakes, reinforces effective strategies, and builds confidence that future decisions will be better informed. Growth depends on the deliberate extraction of insight from lived moments. Curiosity fuels continuous development. A mind committed to growth actively seeks understanding, asks questions, and explores possibilities. Curiosity turns ordinary experiences into learning opportunities. Approaching situations with openness and inquisitiveness expands perspective, reveals hidden lessons, and strengthens adaptability. Curiosity ensures that each day, each encounter, and each challenge contributes to a broader base of knowledge. Mistakes are invaluable teachers. Errors provide direct feedback on strategy, execution, and decision-making. Those who prioritize growth view mistakes not as failures, but as information-rich experiences. Examining errors objectively allows for immediate correction and long-term improvement. The ability to extract insight from mistakes transforms obstacles into stepping stones rather than setbacks. Success also offers lessons. Positive outcomes reveal what strategies, habits, and choices lead to effective results. Celebrating victories is important, but analyzing why success occurred is equally critical. Understanding the factors that contributed to achievement allows repetition of effective behaviors and avoidance of relying solely on luck or circumstance. Growth comes from recognizing and building upon proven methods. Feedback accelerates learning. Seeking input from mentors, peers, or experts provides alternative perspectives that might be overlooked. Constructive feedback identifies blind spots, highlights potential improvements, and offers new approaches to challenges. External insight complements internal reflection, ensuring that learning is comprehensive, balanced, and actionable. Adaptability is strengthened through continuous learning. Each experience presents unique circumstances that require adjustment, experimentation, and flexibility. A growth-oriented mindset recognizes that rigid thinking limits progress. Learning from each encounter enhances the ability to pivot, adjust strategy, and respond effectively to changing conditions. Adaptable individuals convert uncertainty into opportunity rather than fear. Action amplifies understanding. Knowledge alone is insufficient without application. Testing lessons in real-world scenarios ensures that insights are practical, reliable, and internalized. Each action taken based on prior learning reinforces comprehension and provides additional feedback for further refinement. Continuous application of learning solidifies skills and reinforces confidence in decision-making. Observation expands awareness beyond personal experience. Watching how others navigate challenges, manage decisions, and achieve results provides additional lessons that can be adapted for personal growth. Observation cultivates empathy, insight, and perspective, ensuring that the mind remains receptive to learning from both successes and failures of those around. Journaling preserves insight. Recording observations, reflections, and lessons ensures that knowledge is retained and organized for ongoing reference. Written reflection allows patterns to emerge, facilitates long-term analysis, and provides a resource for future challenges. Journaling reinforces accountability and creates a tangible record of growth over time. Experimentation strengthens capability. Applying new strategies, trying different approaches, and testing assumptions ensures that learning is dynamic rather than static. Experimentation provides immediate feedback, highlights effective methods, and identifies areas requiring adjustment. A willingness to test ideas without fear of failure cultivates practical knowledge and enhances adaptability. Resilience is reinforced through learning. Each challenge navigated, each mistake analyzed, and each lesson applied strengthens the mind's capacity to handle future difficulty. Growth-oriented individuals view obstacles as opportunities to acquire knowledge rather than as threats. Resilience grows as the mind accumulates experience, perspective, and understanding. Patience supports sustainable development. Learning is a process that unfolds over time. Instant mastery is rare, and long-term improvement depends on consistent, deliberate effort. Recognizing that growth accumulates gradually prevents frustration and encourages ongoing engagement with each experience, ensuring that lessons are absorbed fully rather than superficially. Focus ensures that learning is effective. Prioritizing experiences and lessons that directly contribute to goals prevents energy from being wasted on irrelevant or low-impact observations. Concentrated attention allows insight to be applied immediately, increasing efficiency and reinforcing the connection between action, reflection, and results. Focus transforms experience into actionable skill. Curiosity-driven questioning deepens understanding, asking why outcomes occur, how actions affect results, and what alternatives exist ensures that learning is continuous and thorough. Questions stimulate exploration, critical thinking, and problem-solving, producing insights that might not arise from passive experience alone. A curious mindset amplifies growth by ensuring that lessons are fully examined and internalized. Consistency ensures cumulative growth. Each experience, reflection, and application contributes incrementally to capability. Repeated practice and learning create compounding improvement, producing results that far exceed the impact of isolated effort. Consistency transforms ordinary experiences into powerful catalysts for transformation. Perspective enables strategic learning. Viewing experiences within the context of long-term objectives clarifies which lessons are most valuable. Short-term failures, minor setbacks, or unexpected outcomes are understood as part of a larger trajectory. Perspective reduces emotional reaction, enhances clarity, and ensures that learning remains aligned with meaningful goals. Accountability accelerates application. Committing to act on lessons learned ensures that insight is converted into real-world improvement. External accountability partners or mentors reinforce follow-through, providing additional motivation to apply knowledge consistently. Accountability bridges the gap between understanding and action, ensuring that growth is tangible and measurable. Gratitude reinforces learning. Appreciating each experience, whether positive or challenging, enhances receptivity and openness. Gratitude allows the mind to recognize the value inherent in every situation, maintaining motivation and focus even during difficult circumstances. Positive recognition of lessons strengthens retention and encourages continued engagement with learning opportunities. Energy management supports sustainable growth. Mental clarity, focus, and motivation are required to absorb, analyze, and apply lessons effectively. Adequate rest, nutrition, and self-care ensure that the mind remains capable of continuous learning, preventing burnout and maintaining consistent progress over time. The cumulative effect of prioritizing growth is transformation. Each experience, reflection, and application builds capability, confidence, and perspective. Over time, continuous learning produces adaptability, resilience, and mastery, ensuring that obstacles are navigated effectively and goals are achieved efficiently. Growth becomes habitual, embedded in every choice, action, and reflection, creating a life defined by intentional improvement and meaningful achievement. Every experience is an opportunity to learn, refine, and expand capability. By prioritizing growth through deliberate reflection, application, and openness to feedback, individuals convert the ordinary into extraordinary. Continuous learning ensures that each step forward produces measurable advancement, and over time, consistent engagement transforms potential into achievement, knowledge into wisdom, and effort into lasting success. Chapter 13: Harness your inner strength to conquer every personal limitation. Inner strength is the invisible force that determines how challenges are met, obstacles are overcome, and limitations are transcended. It is the power that resides within every individual, waiting to be recognized, cultivated, and applied intentionally. Harnessing this strength requires awareness, discipline, and a commitment to act with resilience and purpose, even when external circumstances are discouraging or overwhelming. Every limitation faced is an opportunity to tap into deeper reserves of capability and expand the boundaries of what is possible. The first step in accessing inner strength is acknowledgement. Recognizing personal limitations without judgment creates clarity about what must be addressed. This includes understanding fears, insecurities, weaknesses, or habitual behaviors that constrain potential. Acknowledgement is not self-criticism, but a clear-eyed assessment of reality, which serves as the foundation for growth and empowerment. By confronting limitations honestly, the mind becomes equipped to develop strategies that overcome them. Self-belief fuels the application of inner strength. Confidence in one's ability to endure difficulty and rise above constraints energizes action. Belief does not mean ignoring challenges, but trusting in the capacity to navigate them effectively. Each deliberate choice to act in alignment with goals, despite obstacles, reinforces confidence and gradually erodes the influence of self-doubt. Strong self-belief transforms hesitation into decisive movement toward achievement. Discipline strengthens the mind's resilience. Establishing routines, controlling impulses, and committing to consistent effort cultivate mental fortitude. Daily habits that reinforce focus, persistence, and proactive behavior reduce vulnerability to distraction, doubt, or discouragement. Discipline converts effort into reliable action, allowing inner strength to be expressed consistently. Even when motivation fluctuates, awareness of thought patterns enhances control. Limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, or fear-based reasoning can undermine progress if left unchecked. Observing these patterns objectively and redirecting attention toward constructive thoughts ensures that mental energy supports action rather than restriction. Training the mind to recognize and challenge internal barriers strengthens the ability to act from inner strength rather than reacting to perceived limitations. Action transforms potential into capability. Inner strength is not theoretical, it is realized through deliberate effort. Each step taken beyond perceived boundaries builds confidence, skill, and resilience. Overcoming small challenges incrementally demonstrates that limitations are not fixed, establishing a pattern of success that scales to larger obstacles. Action is the primary mechanism through which inner strength manifests and expands. Persistence reinforces capability. The ability to continue despite difficulty, fatigue, or temporary setback strengthens resolve and proves that limitations are surmountable. Each act of perseverance, no matter how minor, compounds over time, reinforcing the mind's capacity to endure and achieve. Persistence demonstrates that inner strength is not fleeting but reliable, accessible under pressure, and capable of driving sustained progress. Focus amplifies the effect of effort. Concentrating attention on what matters most prevents energy from being wasted on irrelevant concerns, distractions, or low-value actions. Clear priorities allow inner strength to be directed efficiently, producing measurable results. Focus ensures that each action contributes meaningfully to overcoming limitations and advancing toward goals. Resilience develops through challenge. Encountering difficulties, navigating adversity, and recovering from setbacks exercises mental endurance. Each obstacle faced provides evidence that the mind can withstand pressure, adapt, and continue moving forward. Resilience strengthens the foundation of inner strength, creating a mental framework that supports bold decisions and sustained effort regardless of circumstance. Reflection reinforces growth. Analyzing actions, evaluating outcomes, and extracting lessons from experiences enhances the ability to overcome limitations. Reflection allows insight to guide future behavior, preventing repeated mistakes and highlighting effective strategies. A reflective approach ensures that inner strength is applied intelligently rather than merely reactively. Visualization primes performance. Imagining success, rehearsing challenging scenarios, and mentally navigating obstacles prepares the mind to act confidently under pressure. Visualization strengthens focus, reduces fear, and reinforces belief in capability. Mentally experiencing triumph over limitations enhances readiness, ensuring that inner strength is expressed effectively in reality. Adaptability enhances the application of strength. Situations are rarely predictable, and limitations often appear in unexpected forms. The ability to adjust strategy, approach, and mindset ensures continued forward motion even when conditions change. Flexibility allows the mind to leverage inner resources creatively, transforming potential barriers into opportunities for growth. Support systems reinforce capability. Mentors, peers, and trusted advisors provide perspective, feedback, and encouragement. External guidance complements internal strength, highlighting blind spots and reinforcing confidence in decisions. Support networks amplify resilience, allowing individuals to access inner strength more effectively and navigate challenges with additional insight and reinforcement. Energy management is essential for sustaining strength. Mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical vitality are necessary to act decisively and maintain focus. Fatigue, stress, or depletion weaken the mind's capacity to overcome limitations. Prioritizing rest, nutrition, and self-care ensures that energy remains available to sustain effort, enabling consistent expression of inner strength. Courage is inseparable from inner power. Bold action requires confronting uncertainty, risk, or discomfort. Courage is cultivated through repeated engagement with challenges, reinforcing the belief that obstacles are surmountable. Each act of bravery expands confidence, strengthens resolve, and reinforces the habit of facing limitations directly rather than avoiding them. Incremental progress validates effort. Small steps taken consistently beyond perceived boundaries accumulate into substantial achievement. Recognizing incremental victories reinforces confidence, demonstrates the practical application of inner strength, and motivates continued action. Momentum grows as each step validates the mind's ability to surpass limitations, creating a compounding effect that amplifies growth. Accountability enhances persistence. Committing to personal goals and regularly evaluating progress ensures that effort remains aligned with objectives. Accountability reduces the risk of deviation, encourages consistency, and reinforces the application of inner strength. External and internal accountability create a structure that supports continuous effort and demonstrates that limitations are challenges to be addressed, not insurmountable obstacles. Problem-solving develops practical capability. Encountering limitations requires strategic thinking, creativity, and decisive action. Each problem navigated strengthens the mind's capacity to act effectively in uncertain conditions. Developing problem-solving skills ensures that inner strength is applied intelligently, producing tangible results and expanding the range of situations in which challenges can be overcome. Mindset shapes potential. Believing that limitations can be surpassed creates the foundation for sustained effort. Optimism does not ignore reality, but frames challenges as temporary and actionable. A growth-oriented mindset reinforces the application of inner strength, encourages proactive engagement, and sustains motivation even in demanding circumstances. Patience ensures enduring progress. True strength is expressed over time, not through occasional bursts of effort. Understanding that mastery and improvement require consistent, deliberate action prevents frustration and discouragement. Patience allows the mind to remain steady, persistent, and committed, ensuring that limitations are confronted methodically and effectively. The compounding effect of harnessed inner strength is transformative. Each action, decision, and deliberate effort builds confidence, competence, and resilience. Over time, repeated application of inner strength redefines perceived limitations, demonstrating that barriers exist only until they are addressed intentionally. Life shaped by inner power reflects intentionality, perseverance, and mastery, creating momentum toward extraordinary achievement. Every personal limitation presents an opportunity to demonstrate strength. By acting decisively, reflecting consistently, and applying learned lessons, the mind grows capable of overcoming obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Harnessing inner strength requires awareness, discipline, courage, and persistence, producing a life defined not by constraints but by capability, growth, and continuous achievement. Chapter 1. Empower yourself by setting clear goals and executing relentlessly. Empowerment begins with clarity. The mind cannot act decisively if goals are vague or undefined. Setting clear goals provides direction, focus, and purpose. It establishes a target to aim for and a framework to measure progress. Goals act as a guide, allowing decisions, effort, and energy to align with meaningful outcomes. Without clarity, effort is scattered, progress is slow, and the sense of achievement is diminished. A defined goal transforms intention into action, creating a foundation for relentless execution. The process of defining goals requires specificity. Each goal should be measurable, realistic, and time-bound to ensure it is actionable. General intentions do not produce momentum, but concrete targets create accountability and structure. Writing down objectives reinforces commitment and enables the mind to visualize success. Specific goals provide clarity about what needs to be done and when, allowing energy to be applied efficiently. Purpose reinforces motivation. Understanding why a goal matters creates the drive to pursue it consistently. Purpose gives meaning to effort, turning challenges into opportunities and obstacles into tests of resolve. When motivation wavers, a strong sense of purpose sustains momentum. Goals without purpose are easily abandoned, but goals aligned with values, ambition, and personal growth generate the determination needed to act relentlessly. Execution requires discipline. Setting goals is the first step, but consistent effort transforms ambition into results. Discipline ensures that action occurs even when motivation is low, circumstances are difficult, or distractions arise. A disciplined approach establishes routines, builds habits, and structures the day to align with objectives. Daily effort compounds over time, producing results far beyond isolated bursts of activity. Prioritization maximizes effectiveness. Not all tasks contribute equally to achieving goals. Identifying high-impact actions ensures that effort is concentrated where it matters most. Focusing on essential tasks eliminates wasted energy and accelerates progress. Prioritization also reinforces confidence, as the mind observes tangible results from deliberate, purposeful work. Visualization strengthens execution. Mentally rehearsing steps, anticipating obstacles, and imagining completion prepares the mind for action. Visualization enhances focus, reduces fear, and reinforces belief in the ability to achieve objectives. Mentally experiencing success increases confidence, ensures readiness, and motivates consistent effort toward goal attainment. Consistency compounds results. Small, repeated actions produce cumulative growth. Daily effort toward a defined goal strengthens skill, builds momentum, and reinforces the habit of execution. Consistency bridges the gap between ambition and achievement, ensuring that progress continues even when circumstances are challenging or results are not immediately visible. Adaptability ensures continued progress. Obstacles, unexpected challenges, and changing circumstances are inevitable. The ability to adjust strategy while maintaining commitment to goals ensures that setbacks do not derail momentum. Flexible approaches allow the mind to maintain control, learn from experience, and keep execution aligned with objectives. Adaptable action ensures that persistence translates into tangible achievement. Tracking progress reinforces accountability. Regularly evaluating performance, measuring results, and identifying gaps ensures that effort is productive and focused. Tracking provides feedback, highlights successes, and identifies areas requiring improvement. Awareness of progress increases motivation, enhances confidence, and ensures that execution remains relentless rather than sporadic. Action without delay strengthens momentum. Procrastination undermines empowerment by allowing uncertainty, fear, or distraction to dominate. Immediate and deliberate action produces results, reinforces confidence, and builds habits of efficiency. Acting promptly demonstrates commitment, accelerates learning, and sustains the energy required to pursue ambitious goals consistently. Resilience reinforces execution. Obstacles, failures, and setbacks are inevitable, but resilient individuals maintain focus on goals despite adversity. Resilience is cultivated through practice, reflection, and determination, ensuring that temporary difficulty does not prevent long-term achievement. Each recovery from challenge strengthens confidence, reinforces capability, and encourages further decisive action. Self-belief drives action. Confidence in the ability to achieve goals transforms intention into effort. Doubt undermines execution, while belief empowers decisive movement. Each completed step reinforces the mind's capacity to act effectively, creating a cycle where action builds confidence, and confidence fuels further action. Self-belief enables individuals to pursue ambitious objectives without hesitation. Energy management sustains performance. Mental clarity, focus, and physical vitality are essential for relentless execution. Fatigue, stress, and distraction reduce the effectiveness of effort and undermine progress. Prioritizing rest, nutrition, and emotional well-being ensures that energy is consistently available to maintain discipline, sustain focus, and produce meaningful results. Problem solving enhances goal achievement. Challenges, unexpected obstacles, and complex tasks require strategic thinking. Effective problem solving ensures that execution continues despite difficulty. Each obstacle navigated strengthens skill, reinforces capability, and accelerates progress. The ability to approach problems with clarity and confidence ensures that goals remain within reach. Mindset shapes outcomes. A proactive, growth-oriented, and determined mindset sustains action and fosters perseverance. Viewing challenges as opportunities rather than threats allows energy to be directed toward solutions. Positive, empowered thinking ensures that setbacks do not derail execution and reinforces the belief that goals are achievable with consistent effort. Reflection ensures continuous improvement. Regular evaluation of actions, outcomes, and strategies allows lessons to be integrated into future efforts. Reflection highlights what works, identifies what requires adjustment, and ensures that execution becomes increasingly efficient and effective. A mindset committed to learning from experience strengthens the ability to achieve goals consistently and decisively. Accountability reinforces discipline. Committing to personal standards, mentors, or supportive peers ensures that action remains consistent. Accountability creates external and internal motivation to follow through, strengthening the habit of relentless execution. Each instance of accountable action reinforces trust in one's ability to achieve objectives. Celebrating milestones sustains motivation. Acknowledging progress, regardless of scale, reinforces momentum and confidence. Recognition of achievement provides energy to continue acting, reinforces the value of effort, and strengthens the commitment to goals. Celebrating milestones prevents discouragement, encourages reflection, and ensures that progress is acknowledged and reinforced. Incremental success builds confidence. Achieving smaller objectives demonstrates the practicality of goal pursuit, reinforces capability, and motivates continued action. Each completed step validates effort, strengthens belief in success, and creates momentum toward larger, long-term outcomes. Incremental achievement ensures that execution remains steady, deliberate, and effective. Persistence ensures completion. Bold goals require sustained effort over time. Consistent action, even in the face of challenges, ensures that momentum continues and results are realized. Persistence reinforces confidence, demonstrates capability, and transforms ambition into tangible achievement. The combination of clarity, focus, and relentless execution produces outcomes that surpass expectation. The cumulative effect of empowered action is transformation. Clear goals, disciplined execution, consistent effort, adaptability, and reflection combine to produce significant growth, resilience, and achievement. Each decision to act reinforces capability, strengthens self-belief, and amplifies momentum. Life shaped by deliberate, relentless pursuit of meaningful goals becomes defined by mastery, accomplishment, and fulfillment. Every goal pursued with clarity and executed with determination strengthens empowerment. Setting objectives, committing to consistent effort, managing energy, and maintaining focus transforms intention into reality. Empowerment is realized when action is deliberate, obstacles are navigated intelligently, and progress is achieved through relentless, disciplined effort. By combining vision, strategy, and execution, individuals unlock the potential within themselves to achieve extraordinary results. Chapter 15c. Sharpen focus to eliminate distractions and maximize your results. Focus is the engine of achievement. Without it, effort dissipates, priorities blur, and progress slows. Sharpening focus requires intention, discipline, and consistent practice. It is not about eliminating activity, but about directing energy toward what truly matters. Every moment spent deliberately concentrating on high-value tasks produces results that far exceed scattered effort. Focus transforms potential into tangible accomplishment, ensuring that action is effective and aligned with goals. The first step to sharpening focus is awareness of distraction. Daily life presents countless interruptions, from digital notifications to internal thoughts that pull attention in multiple directions. Recognizing these interruptions allows conscious choice in how attention is allocated. Awareness is the foundation of control. By identifying what derails concentration, it becomes possible to minimize or eliminate its influence, creating the mental space needed for productive engagement. Prioritization reinforces clarity. Not all tasks contribute equally to progress. Identifying activities that have the highest impact ensures that effort is directed where it matters most. Each decision about what to focus on becomes a conscious choice to maximize results rather than a reaction to urgency or habit. Prioritization ensures that mental energy is invested strategically, reinforcing consistent progress. Environment shapes attention. A cluttered, noisy, or chaotic space undermines focus, while a deliberate, organized, and intentional environment enhances it. Structuring surroundings to minimize interruptions, provide essential tools, and support concentration allows sustained engagement with important work. Environmental control reduces cognitive load, leaving the mind free to direct energy toward high-value action. Time management amplifies focus. Dividing the day into structured periods of dedicated work, reflection, and rest ensures that attention is allocated effectively. Time blocking, task batching, and elimination of low-value activity create consistent windows for deep concentration. Structured time fosters discipline, reduces decision fatigue, and increases the quality and impact of effort applied to meaningful objectives. Single tasking enhances effectiveness. Multitasking divides attention and diminishes cognitive capacity. Engaging fully in one task at a time ensures thorough execution, reduces errors, and allows faster progress. Each completed task reinforces confidence and clarity, creating momentum that carries into subsequent work. Focused attention on one objective maximizes output and strengthens mental acuity. Mindfulness strengthens control over attention. Practicing presence ensures that mental energy is not consumed by regret, worry, or distraction. Awareness of thought patterns, impulses, and sensory input allows deliberate redirection toward priority tasks. Mindfulness creates stability, reduces reactivity, and reinforces the ability to sustain concentration over time. Clarity of goals enhances focus. When objectives are well defined, attention naturally aligns with action. Understanding desired outcomes, measurable milestones, and critical steps provides direction and reduces indecision. Goals act as a compass, guiding effort toward results rather than allowing attention to wander toward trivial or irrelevant activity. Routine supports sustained focus. Establishing habits for work, reflection, and planning reduces mental friction and frees cognitive resources for meaningful effort. Consistent routines train the mind to enter a state of concentration more easily and maintain it for longer periods. Habits of focus create predictability, ensuring that energy is consistently directed toward high-value tasks. Energy management underpins mental clarity. Mental focus is strengthened by adequate rest, nutrition, and physical care. Fatigue, stress, or imbalance diminishes attention, reduces precision, and increases susceptibility to distraction. Maintaining optimal energy ensures that focus can be sustained and effort remains effective throughout demanding tasks. Reflection reinforces attention. Reviewing outcomes, evaluating strategies, and identifying patterns strengthens the ability to concentrate on meaningful work. Reflection highlights which activities produce the greatest results, ensures alignment with goals, and identifies areas where attention has been diluted. Insights gained through reflection refine focus, creating more efficient and powerful action. Digital discipline protects concentration. Technology offers efficiency, but also constant distraction. Setting boundaries, limiting notifications, and controlling usage ensures that digital tools serve purpose rather than erode focus. Intentional engagement with technology strengthens attention and allows energy to be directed toward deliberate action rather than fragmented consumption. Decision control sharpens the mind. Indecision and mental clutter divert attention from productive work. Clarifying priorities, defining criteria for action, and committing to decisions frees cognitive resources for implementation. Each resolved decision reinforces confidence, reduces mental friction, and allows focus to remain on execution rather than uncertainty. Visualization supports sustained concentration. Mentally rehearsing tasks, outcomes, and processes prepares the mind to remain attentive and productive. Anticipating challenges, mapping steps, and imagining success enhances clarity and directs energy efficiently. Visualization aligns intention with action, reinforcing mental pathways that support focus under demanding circumstances. Self-discipline ensures adherence to priorities. The ability to resist impulses, postpone gratification, and maintain attention on critical tasks separates consistent performers from those who drift. Discipline reinforces habits, strengthens decision-making, and ensures that effort is applied purposefully rather than reactively. Each act of self-control strengthens the mind's capacity for sustained concentration. Accountability reinforces sustained focus. Sharing goals, timelines, and progress with mentors, peers, or partners creates external motivation to maintain attention on high-value work. Accountability ensures that distractions are minimized, deadlines are respected, and commitment is translated into consistent effort. External reinforcement amplifies internal discipline, ensuring focus remains aligned with results. Incremental progress fuels motivation. Achieving small, measurable milestones demonstrates the power of concentrated effort and provides feedback that reinforces engagement. Each completed task validates the value of focus, increases confidence, and motivates continued attention on high-priority activities. Momentum grows as consistent action produces tangible outcomes. Resilience strengthens attention under pressure. Challenges, unexpected disruptions, and competing demands test the ability to remain concentrated. Resilient individuals maintain focus despite adversity, adapt when necessary, and sustain effort until objectives are achieved. Each successful navigation of distraction and difficulty strengthens the capacity to concentrate in increasingly demanding conditions. Adaptability protects focus. While structure and routine are essential, unexpected events require flexibility. Adjusting plans without losing attention on goals ensures that effort remains effective. Adaptive concentration allows the mind to respond to changing circumstances while maintaining alignment with objectives, reinforcing consistent progress and reducing frustration. Mindset amplifies attention. A proactive, growth-oriented mindset enhances the ability to prioritize, resist distraction, and engage deeply with work. Viewing challenges as opportunities, maintaining curiosity, and valuing learning ensure that focus is sustained and directed toward meaningful outcomes. Positive mental framing supports energy, resilience, and clarity. The cumulative effect of sharpened focus is transformation. Each deliberate choice to concentrate, each effort applied without distraction, and each milestone achieved compounds over time. Focus transforms scattered potential into measurable accomplishment, ensuring that action is efficient, intentional, and aligned with goals. The mind trained in concentrated effort produces extraordinary results, even in demanding conditions. Every moment of attention is an opportunity to create value. By recognizing distractions, structuring the environment, managing energy, and prioritizing effectively, individuals maximize productivity and results. Sharpened focus ensures that effort is deliberate, goals are advanced consistently, and each action contributes meaningfully to achievement. The combination of clarity, discipline, and persistent attention transforms potential into results and ordinary effort into extraordinary success. Chapter 16c. Embrace change to adapt quickly and stay ahead consistently. Change is inevitable. The world constantly shifts, circumstances evolve, and new challenges emerge. Those who resist change risk stagnation, while those who embrace it transform disruption into opportunity. Adaptability is a critical skill for anyone committed to growth, success, and lasting achievement. Embracing change is not passive acceptance, it is an active, deliberate mindset that prepares the mind to respond intelligently, act decisively, and maintain momentum even when circumstances are unpredictable. The first step in embracing change is acknowledgement. Recognizing that change is a natural part of life removes resistance and anxiety. Accepting the reality of shifting conditions allows the mind to focus on response rather than denial. When change is seen as an opportunity rather than a threat, energy is directed toward strategic action instead of futile resistance. This perspective transforms uncertainty into an arena for growth and improvement. Flexibility is essential. Being rigid limits ability to adapt and reduces potential for success. Flexibility requires letting go of attachments to specific outcomes, methods, or expectations. By remaining open to alternative approaches, new ideas, and evolving strategies, individuals maintain effectiveness even when plans must shift. Flexibility enhances problem solving, encourages creative thinking, and strengthens resilience. Preparation amplifies adaptability. Anticipating potential changes, analyzing trends, and identifying possible scenarios equips the mind to respond effectively. Planning for various outcomes creates confidence and reduces the stress associated with uncertainty. Those who prepare in advance can pivot quickly without losing momentum, ensuring that progress continues even when circumstances shift unexpectedly. Continuous learning supports adaptation. Knowledge equips individuals to understand the forces driving change and respond intelligently. Staying informed, seeking new skills, and learning from experience ensures that the mind is ready to navigate evolving situations. Learning fosters innovation, problem solving, and confidence, allowing change to be met with competence rather than fear. Mindset shapes response. Viewing change as an opportunity encourages proactive engagement rather than passive reaction. Optimism, curiosity, and confidence allow the mind to focus on potential benefits rather than losses. A growth-oriented mindset transforms uncertainty into motivation, driving action and ensuring that adaptation leads to advancement rather than stagnation. Observation enhances understanding. Monitoring trends, behaviors, and patterns provides insight into how circumstances are evolving. Awareness of change allows timely adjustment of strategy, focus, and effort. Observant individuals recognize opportunities before they become obvious to others, positioning themselves to act decisively and maintain a competitive edge. Speed of response is critical. Those who embrace change move quickly, making decisions and taking action without hesitation. Procrastination during transitions leads to lost opportunity, reduced influence, and stagnation. Rapid adaptation ensures that momentum is preserved and progress continues uninterrupted, even when external conditions fluctuate. Resilience reinforces adaptation. Change often involves disruption, stress, or challenge. The ability to recover, maintain composure, and continue acting despite difficulty ensures that shifts in circumstance do not derail achievement. Resilience strengthens confidence, fosters persistence, and allows individuals to navigate uncertainty with clarity and determination. Problem solving becomes central in times of change. New circumstances require creative, strategic, and intelligent solutions. Approaching problems as opportunities to improve, innovate, and advance ensures that adaptation produces tangible results. Effective problem-solving strengthens the mind's capacity to act decisively and maximizes the potential benefits of change. Risk-taking is inherent to adaptation. Change often involves uncertainty, and navigating it successfully requires calculated risk. Bold action in the face of uncertainty produces growth, discovery, and opportunity. Avoiding risk may feel safe, but it limits progress. Embracing change with courage ensures that potential gains are realized and personal capability is expanded. Reflection guides intelligent adjustment. After responding to change, evaluating the effectiveness of actions ensures that lessons are internalized. Reflection identifies what strategies were successful, which areas need improvement, and how future adaptation can be more efficient. A reflective approach ensures that change is not merely survived but leveraged for continued advancement. Prioritization directs focus during transition. Change can present multiple simultaneous challenges. Deciding which areas require immediate attention ensures that effort is applied efficiently. Focused energy allows adaptation to be purposeful rather than scattered, producing maximum impact in minimum time. Prioritization maintains momentum while navigating complexity. Confidence enhances decisive action. Belief in one's ability to respond effectively reduces hesitation and accelerates adaptation. Confidence allows the mind to commit to new strategies, make bold choices, and maintain composure under pressure. Each successful response reinforces self-assurance, creating a cycle where confidence fuels action and action strengthens resilience. Persistence ensures continuity. Change can create obstacles, setbacks, or uncertainty that test determination. Persistent effort ensures that momentum is maintained, objectives remain achievable, and challenges are transformed into opportunities. Persistence reinforces the mind's ability to stay committed, adapt effectively, and pursue goals without being derailed by evolving circumstances. Accountability strengthens follow-through. Committing to goals, standards, or principles ensures that adaptation is aligned with long-term objectives. Accountability provides motivation to act decisively, implement strategies efficiently, and maintain focus even when conditions are unpredictable. External or self-imposed accountability reinforces consistency in times of change. Creativity fuels problem-solving. Embracing change often requires innovative approaches and alternative strategies. Creative thinking allows the mind to explore possibilities, experiment with solutions, and generate new pathways toward success. Innovation transforms uncertainty into advantage, turning unexpected situations into platforms for growth and achievement. Observation of others offers insight. Learning from how peers, mentors, or competitors respond to change provides valuable models and strategies. Observing patterns, outcomes, and reactions allows individuals to apply best practices and avoid pitfalls. Collective insight complements personal experience, enhancing adaptability and effectiveness. Energy management supports sustained adaptation. Navigating change demands mental clarity, emotional balance, and physical stamina. Maintaining energy through rest, nutrition, and self-care ensures that focus, creativity, and decisiveness are preserved. Well-managed energy enables continuous action and prevents fatigue from undermining effectiveness during transitions. Incremental progress reinforces momentum. Each successful adjustment, adaptation, or decision strengthens confidence and demonstrates capability. Incremental wins accumulate, producing measurable results and reinforcing the belief that change can be leveraged effectively. Momentum grows as each step demonstrates that adaptation leads to tangible progress. Embracing change consistently positions individuals ahead. Those who adapt quickly, anticipate shifts, and act decisively maintain an advantage over those who resist or hesitate. Proactive engagement with evolving circumstances ensures sustained relevance, influence, and growth. Consistent adaptation becomes a habit, creating a mindset where change is expected, navigated effectively, and leveraged for ongoing success. The cumulative impact of embracing change is transformation. Each adaptation, each lesson learned, and each deliberate response builds competence, confidence, and resilience. Life shaped by proactive engagement with change is dynamic, forward-moving, and characterized by continuous improvement. Individuals who embrace change consistently are empowered to overcome obstacles, seize opportunities, and achieve extraordinary results. Every shift, challenge, or unexpected event is an opportunity to demonstrate capability. By approaching change with openness, preparation, discipline, and courage, the mind remains agile, resilient, and effective. Embracing change is not a response to chaos. It is a deliberate strategy for remaining ahead, advancing steadily, and ensuring that each moment contributes to personal growth and lasting success. Chapter 17. Accelerate your progress by taking risks without hesitation daily. Taking risks is the catalyst for extraordinary progress. Growth, achievement, and transformation rarely occur within comfort zones. Every significant accomplishment in life has been preceded by an intentional decision to step beyond the familiar, confront uncertainty, and act decisively despite potential consequences. Risk is not recklessness but calculated action grounded in vision, preparation, and confidence. Approaching each day with the willingness to take meaningful risks accelerates progress, expands capability, and builds resilience. The first step in embracing risk is mindset. Viewing risk as opportunity rather than threat shifts focus from fear to possibility. Risk represents a chance to learn, grow, and achieve outcomes that would otherwise remain unattainable. Each decision to act boldly reinforces confidence and demonstrates that uncertainty can be navigated successfully. A mindset oriented toward opportunity allows the mind to assess potential rather than be paralyzed by fear. Preparation enhances the effectiveness of risk-taking. Understanding potential outcomes, assessing resources, and planning contingencies ensures that risks are calculated rather than impulsive. Preparation reduces uncertainty, strengthens confidence, and increases the likelihood of successful execution. Each risk approached strategically becomes a vehicle for accelerated progress rather than unnecessary exposure to failure. Action is the essence of risk. Theoretical understanding without execution produces no results. Progress is created when ideas, plans, and intentions are translated into concrete steps. Acting decisively, even in situations where success is uncertain, demonstrates commitment and reinforces the mind's ability to navigate ambiguity. Action transforms potential into reality, turning calculated risks into measurable achievement. Courage drives consistent risk-taking. Fear of failure, criticism, or loss is natural, but courage allows the mind to move forward despite apprehension. Courage is cultivated through repeated engagement with uncertainty, gradually strengthening confidence in the ability to navigate challenges. Each act of bravery reinforces the habit of taking risks and builds the mental muscle necessary for bold, consistent progress. Learning from outcomes strengthens future performance. Risks will not always produce the desired result, but each experience provides valuable insight. Analyzing successes and failures identifies strategies that work, highlights areas for improvement, and reinforces resilience. Viewing risk as a learning process transforms setbacks into tools for accelerated growth rather than sources of discouragement. Consistency in risk-taking compounds results. Regularly challenging comfort zones ensures steady expansion of capability and opportunity. Small, repeated acts of courage accumulate into significant progress over time. Consistent risk-taking strengthens decision-making, builds confidence, and establishes momentum that accelerates personal and professional growth. Observation informs strategic action, watching how others navigate risk, respond to challenges, and leverage opportunity provides practical guidance. Learning from others' successes and mistakes enhances judgment, reduces unnecessary exposure, and improves the efficiency of risk-taking. Observation ensures that decisions are informed, calculated, and aligned with desired outcomes. Prioritization ensures focus on high-value risks. Not every opportunity warrants action, and not all risks lead to meaningful growth. Identifying actions with the greatest potential for impact ensures that energy and resources are invested where results will be maximized. Prioritized risk-taking produces measurable progress and reinforces confidence in decision-making. Adaptability strengthens the ability to capitalize on risk. Conditions rarely remain static, and the ability to adjust strategy, approach, or mindset ensures continued effectiveness. Flexibility allows the mind to respond intelligently to feedback, obstacles, or unexpected developments, ensuring that risk-taking produces optimal outcomes rather than wasted effort. Reflection enhances wisdom, evaluating decisions, analyzing results, and extracting lessons from each experience improves judgment and strengthens the capacity for future risk. Reflection ensures that risks are approached with increasing skill, insight, and precision, reinforcing the connection between bold action and accelerated achievement. Confidence fuels momentum. Belief in the ability to act decisively despite uncertainty ensures that risk is pursued with purpose and clarity. Confidence reduces hesitation, strengthens focus, and allows the mind to maintain control under pressure. Each successful experience reinforces self-assurance, creating a virtuous cycle where action fuels capability, and capability fuels further action. Resilience sustains effort. Not every risk will result in immediate success, but persistence ensures continued progress. Resilient individuals recover quickly, adjust strategy, and continue pursuing bold opportunities without being discouraged by setbacks. Resilience ensures that risk-taking remains a tool for growth rather than a source of anxiety or hesitation. Creativity enhances opportunity recognition. Innovative thinking allows the mind to identify unconventional risks that others may overlook. Creativity expands the range of options, uncovers hidden potential, and maximizes the value derived from bold action. Approaching risk with imaginative solutions increases the likelihood of success and accelerates achievement. Focus ensures energy is applied effectively. Risks are most productive when attention is concentrated on essential objectives rather than dispersed across distractions. Deep focus allows the mind to analyze situations, implement strategies, and respond quickly to challenges. Concentrated attention ensures that bold action produces tangible, measurable results. Energy management maintains performance. Risk-taking requires mental clarity, emotional balance, and physical vitality. Fatigue, stress, or distraction diminishes effectiveness and increases the likelihood of error. Maintaining energy through rest, nutrition, and self-care ensures that each opportunity for bold action is approached with full capability. Accountability reinforces consistency. Sharing goals, strategies, or intentions with trusted mentors or peers creates motivation to follow through on risk-taking. Accountability provides external reinforcement, encourages deliberate action, and strengthens the habit of pursuing opportunity boldly and consistently. Each accountable action reinforces discipline and focus. Speed of execution amplifies advantage. Opportunities are fleeting, and hesitation can result in missed potential. Acting decisively ensures that risks are leveraged effectively and momentum is maintained. Rapid implementation of calculated action maximizes the value of opportunity and reinforces confidence in one's ability to achieve results. Incremental wins reinforce progress. Each small success achieved through deliberate risk-taking builds momentum, validates strategy, and strengthens self-belief. Accumulating achievements demonstrate the power of consistent action and create a foundation for tackling larger, more ambitious challenges. Momentum compounds as each step demonstrates that bold action produces meaningful results. Persistence produces mastery. Repeated engagement with calculated risk strengthens judgment, decision-making, and capability. The mind becomes skilled at identifying opportunity, assessing potential outcomes, and acting decisively. Mastery of risk-taking accelerates progress, ensures continued growth, and transforms uncertainty into a consistent pathway to success. The cumulative effect of daily risk-taking is transformation. Each intentional act, bold decision, and calculated challenge builds confidence, competence, and momentum. Life shaped by consistent engagement with risk is dynamic, forward-moving, and characterized by accelerated achievement. Individuals who act decisively, embrace uncertainty, and take meaningful risks consistently position themselves ahead of those who remain cautious or hesitant. Every decision to act boldly expands capability. By combining preparation, courage, focus, reflection, and persistence, the mind leverages risk as a tool for growth. Consistent risk-taking ensures that progress is not delayed, potential is maximized, and opportunity is seized fully. Daily engagement with calculated risk accelerates achievement, strengthens resilience, and empowers individuals to reach their highest potential. Chapter 18: Strengthen resilience by recovering quickly from every failure faced. Resilience is the cornerstone of achievement. Life does not proceed in a straight line, and setbacks are inevitable. Every failure faced carries the potential to strengthen character, sharpen skills, and accelerate growth, but only if it is met with deliberate recovery and reflection. The ability to recover quickly from failure is not innate. It is cultivated through consistent practice, intentional mindset, and disciplined action. Developing resilience transforms obstacles into opportunities and ensures that challenges become catalysts for progress rather than barriers to success. The first step in strengthening resilience is accepting failure as part of the journey. Resistance, denial, or avoidance of failure prolongs recovery and limits growth. Acknowledging that mistakes, setbacks, and challenges are natural aspects of pursuit allows the mind to focus on solutions rather than blame. Acceptance creates mental clarity, reduces emotional burden, and prepares the mind for deliberate, constructive response. Emotional regulation underpins rapid recovery. Failures can provoke frustration, fear, or self-doubt, but managing these emotions ensures that energy is directed toward action rather than stagnation. Techniques such as deep breathing, reflection, and mindful observation allow emotions to be processed constructively. Regulating emotional response strengthens composure, clarity, and the capacity to act decisively despite adversity. Analysis of failure produces insight. Understanding the reasons behind a setback allows learning to occur. Each failure contains information about what strategies, decisions, or behaviors need adjustment. Careful analysis ensures that mistakes are not repeated and that future action is informed and improved. The mind transforms each setback into a source of strategic knowledge, increasing efficiency and effectiveness in subsequent endeavors. Adaptability accelerates recovery. Rigid adherence to previous methods or assumptions can slow progress after failure. Flexibility in approach allows the mind to pivot, adjust strategy, and explore alternative solutions. Adaptable individuals can respond quickly to challenges, turning potential obstacles into pathways for success. Each adaptation reinforces confidence and strengthens the ability to recover under pressure. Persistence sustains momentum. Recovery is not passive, it requires deliberate, consistent effort. Returning to action immediately after a setback ensures that progress continues and prevents discouragement from taking root. Persistence bridges the gap between failure and achievement, reinforcing the habit of taking consistent steps toward goals regardless of temporary difficulty. Focus directs energy effectively. After a setback, the mind can easily become distracted by regret, anxiety, or negative thinking. Concentrating on actionable steps, critical priorities, and measurable objectives ensures that energy is applied efficiently. Focus transforms potential frustration into constructive action and accelerates recovery from challenges. Self-belief strengthens resilience. Confidence in one's ability to overcome obstacles determines the speed and effectiveness of recovery. Believing that setbacks are temporary and surmountable encourages decisive action and reduces hesitation. Each successful recovery reinforces self-assurance, creating a cycle where belief fuels effort and effort reinforces belief. Incremental progress rebuilds momentum. Large goals can feel daunting after failure, but focusing on small, achievable steps restores confidence and provides measurable results. Each completed action validates capability, reinforces the habit of effort, and demonstrates that recovery is possible. Incremental progress ensures that the mind remains engaged and motivated, even in the aftermath of disappointment. Reflection reinforces learning. Taking time to examine what occurred, how it was handled, and what could be improved creates wisdom. Reflection allows insight to be integrated into future decisions and strategies, increasing the likelihood of success in subsequent attempts. Thoughtful reflection ensures that failure becomes a foundation for growth rather than a source of repeated mistakes. Planning restores control. After setbacks, uncertainty can dominate thought and action. Establishing clear, actionable plans creates structure, reduces stress, and directs attention toward productive effort. Plans provide a roadmap for recovery, enabling the mind to move from reaction to proactive problem solving. Each step executed according to plan strengthens resilience and reinforces confidence. Resourcefulness supports recovery. Challenges often require creative solutions, alternative strategies, or unexpected adjustments. The ability to identify available resources, leverage strengths, and apply ingenuity ensures that setbacks do not prevent forward motion. Resourcefulness transforms limitations into tools for progress, enhancing capability and reinforcing adaptability. Accountability encourages follow-through. Sharing setbacks, progress, or strategies with mentors, peers, or trusted allies creates motivation to recover and act decisively. Accountability provides external reinforcement, ensures consistent effort, and reduces the likelihood of discouragement dominating response. Each act of accountable action strengthens commitment and enhances resilience. Courage fuels engagement. Recovery requires facing discomfort, uncertainty, and potential risk. Courage allows the mind to confront challenges directly, take necessary action, and maintain momentum. Each courageous step reinforces the habit of engagement, reduces fear of failure, and accelerates the process of regaining control and achieving objectives. Energy management sustains recovery. Setbacks can drain mental clarity, emotional balance, and physical vitality. Maintaining optimal energy through rest, nutrition, and self-care ensures that the mind is capable of decisive action, problem-solving, and sustained effort. Well-managed energy enables consistent recovery without sacrificing effectiveness or clarity. Observation sharpens insight, monitoring patterns, evaluating outcomes, and learning from the experience of others strengthens the mind's ability to anticipate challenges and respond effectively. Observing both personal and external experiences informs decision-making, reduces repetition of mistakes, and improves efficiency in navigating obstacles. Mindset drives rapid recovery. Viewing setbacks as temporary, solvable, and informative allows action to proceed without unnecessary delay. A growth-oriented mindset emphasizes learning, opportunity, and progress, transforming adversity into a platform for development. Mindset shapes perception, response, and the speed at which resilience is rebuilt. Action reinforces confidence. Each deliberate step toward recovery demonstrates capability and restores momentum. Waiting or hesitating prolongs frustration, while immediate action produces tangible evidence of competence. Action builds both progress and belief in one's ability to overcome, reinforcing the cycle of resilience. Consistency strengthens durability. The ability to recover is enhanced by habitual engagement with challenges, problem-solving, and deliberate effort. Consistent practice in responding to difficulty builds mental toughness, sharpens judgment, and strengthens emotional endurance. Over time, resilience becomes an ingrained capacity rather than a reactive response. Incremental mastery emerges from repeated recovery. Each failure faced and overcome increases the mind's skill in navigating adversity. Experience with setbacks trains judgment, improves decision-making, and reinforces confidence. Mastery of resilience ensures that challenges no longer intimidate, but instead become opportunities for accelerated growth and achievement. Perspective enhances recovery. Viewing failure as a part of a broader journey reduces emotional weight and clarifies long-term objectives. Understanding that setbacks are temporary and manageable allows focus to remain on meaningful action rather than on discouragement or regret. Perspective transforms temporary difficulty into a stepping stone toward lasting success. Gratitude supports resilience. Recognizing progress, resources, and capability even in the face of failure fosters a constructive mindset. Gratitude reinforces motivation, reduces negative rumination, and strengthens determination to continue pursuing goals. Each acknowledgement of progress and strength reinforces the ability to rebound quickly from setbacks. The cumulative effect of rapid recovery is transformation. Each deliberate response to failure, every lesson learned, and each action taken strengthens capability, confidence, and persistence. Life shaped by resilience is dynamic, forward-moving, and characterized by steady progress despite challenges. Individuals who recover quickly from failure position themselves to achieve extraordinary results, overcome obstacles efficiently, and maintain momentum toward their highest potential. Every failure faced is an opportunity to build strength, wisdom, and perseverance. By combining acceptance, reflection, adaptability, courage, and consistent action, setbacks become fuel for growth. Rapid recovery ensures that momentum is maintained, confidence is reinforced, and every challenge contributes to personal mastery and long-term achievement. Resilience is not merely surviving adversity, it is the deliberate ability to transform difficulty into progress and use every experience as a stepping stone toward success. Chapter 19e. Inspire others by demonstrating determination and unstoppable perseverance always. Inspiration is a product of action, example, and consistency. People do not simply follow words, they are moved by behavior that demonstrates commitment, determination, and perseverance. Demonstrating unwavering effort in pursuit of goals not only advances personal achievement, but also influences those around you. The power of example is profound. When others witness consistent determination, resilience, and focused action, they are motivated to adopt similar habits and attitudes. Leadership through action is more persuasive than any instruction, and perseverance becomes contagious when it is visible. The first element in inspiring others is clarity of purpose. When determination is grounded in a clear vision, it becomes visible and compelling. People are drawn to those who act with direction and meaning, articulating personal goals internally and executing steps consistently communicates commitment. A clear purpose strengthens resolve and encourages others to recognize the value of perseverance as a pathway to success. Consistency in effort is essential. Daily action, no matter how small, reinforces dedication. Observers notice repetition, commitment, and discipline over time. Demonstrating that effort continues regardless of difficulty or circumstance creates an example of steadfastness. Consistency reassures others that challenges are not deterrents, and that persistence produces results. Each repeated action solidifies credibility and inspires trust in the power of sustained effort. Courage enhances influence. Facing challenges openly, embracing risk, and confronting uncertainty shows strength in action. When people witness courage in real situations, they are motivated to confront their own fears. Bold decisions, taken with conviction, communicate confidence and resilience. Courageous action serves as a blueprint for others to follow, demonstrating that progress requires risk and deliberate effort. Resilience reinforces inspiration. Recovering quickly from setbacks, maintaining composure under pressure, and continuing forward in the face of difficulty demonstrates the ability to withstand adversity. Resilient behavior signals that failure is temporary and manageable. By modeling the response to challenges, individuals provide a roadmap for others, showing that perseverance is not conditional on favorable circumstances, but is an intentional, cultivated habit. Transparency builds credibility. Demonstrating determination includes showing effort honestly and openly, not merely results. Sharing challenges, decisions, and processes allows others to see the work behind achievement. Transparency encourages empathy, connection, and relatability, making inspiration accessible and realistic. People are motivated when they recognize that success involves effort, discipline, and commitment, not luck or ease. Focus magnifies impact. Concentrating energy on meaningful work demonstrates prioritization and dedication. When attention is consistently directed toward objectives, observers perceive purpose and resolve. Focused action communicates that goals are significant and worth pursuing. The visible application of concentrated effort motivates others to emulate similar discipline and prioritize their own actions effectively. Accountability strengthens influence. Being accountable for actions, results, and commitments demonstrates integrity. Taking responsibility for decisions, following through on promises, and admitting errors reinforces credibility. Accountability signals to others that perseverance is anchored in discipline and reliability. Observing accountable behavior encourages others to adopt similar standards in their own efforts. Mentorship amplifies inspiration. Sharing knowledge, experience, and guidance strengthens the impact of determination. Helping others navigate challenges and achieve goals reinforces the example set through action. Mentorship transforms personal perseverance into collective growth, multiplying influence and motivating wider circles to embrace determination and sustained effort. Empathy enhances connection, demonstrating understanding and encouragement toward others, while maintaining personal perseverance strengthens influence. Observers are inspired not only by achievement, but by the ability to persevere while remaining supportive and compassionate. Balancing determination with empathy shows that success does not require isolation, but can coexist with meaningful relationships and positive leadership. Optimism sustains visibility. Maintaining a positive outlook even during challenges communicates confidence and hope. Observers are drawn to individuals who persist with energy, enthusiasm, and belief in their vision. Optimism encourages engagement, reduces fear of failure, and reinforces the perception that perseverance leads to meaningful outcomes. Courageous decision-making magnifies impact. Taking decisive action, particularly when stakes are high, demonstrates commitment to principles and goals. Observers are inspired by the ability to act intentionally in uncertainty. Demonstrating that challenges are opportunities for progress encourages others to adopt similar mindsets and reinforces the value of bold, persistent action. Reflection enhances credibility. Periodically reviewing decisions, outcomes, and approaches demonstrates intentionality in action. Showing that effort is guided by awareness, learning, and adaptation communicates maturity and strategic thinking. Observers are inspired when they see perseverance paired with reflection, as it models how sustained effort evolves into more effective, intelligent action. Celebrating effort highlights the value of persistence. Acknowledging milestones, even minor achievements, emphasizes the importance of continued effort. Observers notice that dedication is recognized and valued, reinforcing the mindset that perseverance is worthwhile. Celebrating progress encourages consistent engagement, not only personally but in others who witness the process. Mentoring by example accelerates influence. Actively demonstrating determination while providing guidance shows how commitment translates into actionable steps. Observers are motivated to follow visible models of perseverance, adopting habits and approaches that produce measurable progress. Mentoring amplifies the reach of personal example and encourages a culture of resilience and achievement. Adaptability strengthens long-term inspiration. Adjusting strategy in response to challenges while maintaining commitment demonstrates intelligent perseverance. Observers see that determination is not rigid stubbornness but a flexible, strategic approach to achieving goals. Adaptability models resilience in action and shows that enduring progress requires both steadfastness and responsiveness. Persistence in adversity inspires credibility. Continuing forward despite obstacles communicates strength and commitment. Observers are drawn to those who persist when results are uncertain or difficulties are high. Visible perseverance reinforces the belief that effort and determination ultimately produce success, motivating others to persist in their own pursuits. Action communicates conviction. Words alone rarely inspire sustained engagement. Taking decisive steps toward goals provides proof of commitment and capability. Observers respond to visible action, drawing lessons from behavior rather than instruction. Consistent action signals determination, establishes trust, and creates momentum that others are motivated to replicate. The cumulative effect of demonstrating determination and perseverance is profound. Each deliberate action, courageous choice, and consistent effort builds credibility, influence, and motivation in others. People are inspired not by occasional success, but by visible, continuous commitment to growth and achievement. Demonstrating perseverance establishes a culture of action, resilience, and ambition, encouraging others to adopt similar habits and mindsets. Every effort invested with intention and persistence strengthens not only personal outcomes, but also the capacity to influence others positively. By embodying determination, acting consistently, and navigating challenges with composure and courage, individuals create an environment where perseverance is visible, contagious, and transformative. Inspiring others is not the result of words alone, but of deliberate, relentless action toward meaningful goals. Each step taken with unwavering commitment demonstrates that obstacles can be overcome, progress can be accelerated, and success is achievable through consistent, disciplined effort. Chapter 28. Celebrate victories to fuel motivation and continue winning endlessly. Celebrating victories is more than acknowledging achievement. It is a deliberate practice that fuels motivation, reinforces positive behavior, and strengthens the mindset required for continued success. Each success, no matter how small, carries significance. Recognizing accomplishments reinforces the connection between effort and results, encourages continued action, and builds confidence in one's ability to achieve even greater goals. Victory is not only the endpoint of hard work, but also a source of energy that propels future performance. The first step in celebrating victories is awareness. Often, accomplishments pass unnoticed because attention is immediately directed toward the next challenge. Pausing to acknowledge progress ensures that effort is recognized and internalized. Awareness of achievement strengthens self-belief, reinforces persistence, and provides a foundation for setting increasingly ambitious goals. Reflection magnifies the impact of celebration. Taking time to analyze what contributed to success deepens understanding and encourages replication of effective strategies. Reflection clarifies which behaviors, decisions, and actions produced results, transforming wins into lessons that inform future performance. Each victory becomes an opportunity to identify patterns of success that can be consistently applied in new situations. Gratitude amplifies the positive effects of celebration. Expressing appreciation for resources, support, and opportunities recognizes that success is rarely achieved in isolation. Gratitude fosters humility, strengthens relationships, and creates a mindset attuned to abundance rather than scarcity. Celebrating achievements with gratitude enhances satisfaction and reinforces the motivation to pursue continued growth. Ritualizing recognition reinforces habit. Establishing intentional practices to celebrate milestones ensures that victories are consistently acknowledged rather than overlooked. Rituals may include personal reflection, sharing accomplishments with trusted peers, or marking progress in tangible ways. Regular celebration creates a feedback loop where achievement produces energy, motivation, and reinforcement of disciplined behavior. Acknowledging effort as well as outcome strengthens resilience. Celebrating not only results but also the hard work, persistence, and dedication invested reinforces the mindset that consistent effort produces success over time. Recognizing the process rather than only the endpoint encourages sustained engagement, reinforces perseverance, and validates the value of disciplined action even in the face of challenges. Sharing victories inspires others. Communicating accomplishments demonstrates the power of focus, discipline, and persistence in achieving goals. Sharing progress provides tangible examples of what consistent action produces, motivating peers to adopt similar behaviors. Celebration becomes not only a personal tool for growth, but also a method to influence and encourage others toward their own achievements. Visualization reinforces accomplishment. Mentally reviewing victories and the steps that led to success strengthens confidence and preparedness for future challenges. Visualization allows the mind to internalize success, increasing belief in capability and fostering readiness to tackle increasingly ambitious goals. Seeing the outcome clearly reinforces the connection between effort, strategy, and achievement. Rewarding achievement sustains momentum. Tangible or symbolic rewards reinforce positive behavior and provide motivation for continued effort. Rewards can be personal milestones, acknowledgments from mentors, or meaningful activities that honor progress. Recognition of achievement signals the value of effort and creates energy to pursue further challenges without diminishing motivation or focus. Consistency in celebration ensures long-term motivation. Regular recognition of progress, no matter the scale, maintains enthusiasm and engagement. Celebrating incremental wins prevents burnout, reinforces persistence, and creates a sense of accomplishment that accumulates over time. Each acknowledgement becomes a stepping stone towards sustained excellence and continuous improvement. Focus on the impact of achievements deepens meaning. Recognizing how victories contribute to broader goals, influence others, or advance purpose adds significance to each accomplishment. Understanding the larger effect of success strengthens motivation and encourages the pursuit of increasingly meaningful objectives. Celebrating impact reinforces the value of effort and amplifies inspiration for continued action. Balance celebration with reflection. While it is important to honor victories, analyzing the journey ensures lessons are retained and strategies optimized. Reflection allows learning from both success and the challenges overcome to achieve it. Combining celebration with thoughtful evaluation ensures that each accomplishment strengthens capability, insight, and readiness for future goals. Energy management enhances celebration. Pausing to recognize achievement provides a mental and emotional reset that restores focus and determination. Celebrating in a way that revitalizes rather than distracts maintains momentum and prepares the mind to tackle subsequent objectives. Well-managed acknowledgement of progress sustains high performance without allowing complacency to take hold. Confidence grows through recognition. Celebrating victories reinforces belief in capability and validates effort. Each acknowledgement strengthens self-assurance, making the mind more willing to pursue ambitious goals and tackle challenges with determination. Confidence derived from consistent recognition becomes a self-reinforcing force that fuels future success. Mindset shifts with celebration. Recognizing accomplishments trains the mind to value progress and associate effort with reward. This positive reinforcement strengthens motivation, encourages persistence, and fosters a proactive approach to challenges. Celebrating victories cultivates a mindset oriented toward achievement, growth, and continuous improvement. Storytelling of successes motivates behavior. Sharing narratives of accomplishment, including obstacles overcome and strategies employed, provides concrete examples for others to emulate. Stories of success demonstrate that effort, focus, and resilience produce results, inspiring action and reinforcing the connection between determination and achievement. Encouragement extends influence. Using victories as a platform to recognize and uplift others amplifies impact. Supporting peers, celebrating team accomplishments, and acknowledging contributions reinforces a culture of growth and shared success. Inspiring others through celebration strengthens networks, promotes collaboration, and motivates collective effort. Long-term vision connects victories. Linking achievements to larger goals maintains perspective and ensures celebration remains purposeful. Recognizing that each win contributes to a broader journey reinforces strategic thinking and motivates continued progress. Viewing success as part of an ongoing process prevents complacency and encourages sustained pursuit of excellence. Momentum is reinforced through action. Celebrating victory is not an endpoint, but a mechanism to propel forward. Each acknowledgement of progress generates energy, focus, and confidence that fuels subsequent effort. Momentum gained from celebration ensures that action remains consistent, deliberate, and directed toward increasingly significant objectives. Persistence is strengthened by recognition. Acknowledging success reminds the mind that effort produces results and that perseverance is rewarded. Celebrating achievements reinforces habits of discipline, focus, and resilience, creating a virtuous cycle where consistent action generates success, and success reinforces continued effort. Purpose is deepened through reflection. Celebrating accomplishments clarifies why goals matter, how effort produces results, and the impact of consistent action. Purpose strengthens motivation, aligns daily behavior with long-term objectives, and enhances the ability to sustain high levels of performance despite challenges or setbacks. The cumulative effect of celebrating victories is exponential. Each acknowledgement of progress strengthens confidence, reinforces discipline, and energizes motivation. Life shaped by consistent recognition of achievement is dynamic, forward-moving, and characterized by sustained success. Celebrating victories transforms effort into visible progress, reinforces belief in capability, and encourages continuous action toward increasingly ambitious goals. Every accomplishment, whether large or small, carries the potential to propel future success. By consciously acknowledging, reflecting, and sharing victories, individuals generate energy, focus, and momentum that extend beyond the immediate achievement. Celebration fuels motivation, strengthens resilience, and ensures that each step forward reinforces the ability to continue winning. Recognition of progress becomes a strategic tool, transforming achievement into inspiration, momentum, and sustained excellence.